Okay, we are live, and
We are live.
something weird is happening. Okay,
What?
so I'm just able to hear the music constantly. I don't know where. Okay, we tried the music, and now the music is playing somewhere, and I don't know where, and I'm not able to hear you guys.
I see.
Not playing on stream, at least I'll tell you that much.
Twitch
Okay.
and this thing are running, so it's fine. Maybe Reddit, perhaps.
I genuinely have no idea. Okay, it disappeared now. Did one of
Then I
you?
think Reddit set itself up. I don't know.
I'm really not sure. Okay, anyway, hello guys. We played some pro music, and yeah, we are professional podcasters now because we have a theme song which was made by Sid's brother. So
Yes, my brother, his name is Praneeth, I think. Yes.
you think that's
Or Pratik, one of them. They're twins. I don't know which one is which.
so you don't know how to differentiate between them?
No, I know their nicknames. I don't know their like proper real names.
I see.
I can understand
yeah.
strangers, but they're like relatives, you know.
For Dinky made it.
See? There you have it.
But yes.
Dinky made it. You know the
That
Teletubby Dinky.
does not sound weird at all.
Mod will let us know if it's Praneeth or Pratik, but I think it's Praneeth. Anyways.
Anyways, yes.
Yes.
I'm just rechecking our Reddit because our Reddit says
Yes.
my
Mod
just failed to
confirms it
connect the
is
stream.
Praneeth.
So yeah, should you be saying their names out on stream though?
Yeah, he
I mean,
doesn't
I
mind.
know nobody watches, but still.
He doesn't care.
What? Our Reddit, this thing just went down. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it just shut down. Another guy's stream
Bro's
came up.
account got banned again, shadow banned.
I'm so confused. I don't know why this happens with Reddit every time.
Officially.
We make like multiple streams, right? And then Reddit, and then everybody's like, oh my god, these guys are spamming.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
probably.
no, we aren't.
Oh,
we
we
really
aren't even
aren't.
spamming, right? We're doing it like once a week or twice a
No,
week.
I'm saying it like comes up multiple times on Reddit because it doesn't
see.
work the first time. And then it
I
just
don't know, like one of these
keeps
days we just
glitching.
have to go on one of their streams and one of these guys' streams and just ask them, you know, like how is this shit working for you the first time onwards?
Yeah, like, hey, we glad we joined in here. How does this shit work? Could you please let us know? Because we are
How
too
is your
dumb to
stream
figure
not
it out,
failing the
apparently.
first 20 times every time you share
They'll
it?
just be like, I just click live on my phone. What are you talking about?
Yes.
You know what? That's legitimately what most people do. And also,
Yeah.
they have the Art Pan Studio, which really, really helps.
Which we don't have, yes, of course.
Hey, we do have. Okay, technically we do have.
Oh, yeah, okay. But
But we don't use it.
Yeah. But how has it been, boys, since 2 days ago when we live streamed? Or yesterday when we live streamed, I guess.
We live streamed yesterday.
Yes. I
My
don't know
God,
if you're being
bro.
genuine or
Was he high during the live stream?
I think.
Oh, the Genshin Impact. I'm not even going to count that. Okay, that was.
I see.
That was a shit
We
That
fest.
was
still
a
spent a
fail,
valid
yeah.
amount of time for it, so you know.
Hey, we were trying, okay?
Yeah, we were trying.
Yeah, we spent like a long time.
In the end,
And
it
then
didn't
we-
amount to much.
It didn't amount to much at all. Yeah. So
It is what it
I
is.
mean,
Quite,
people like the game. We don't. It's like
Yeah.
everything else in life. You know, somehow for some reason we never like the mainstream
Shit
stuff.
that
We're too
most
hipster for
people
that
like.
stuff. You know, we're too hipster.
Hipster, apparently, yes.
Yes,
Weeb
yes.
hipsters. I don't know if that's a good combination or not.
I don't think that's
How
a
to be
good combination
instantly
anywhere.
hated in society, yes.
Yes, be a Weeb hipster.
Well, I'm not sure. That sounds pretty bad. That sounds pretty bad. So yeah, I will agree that we shouldn't be calling ourselves Weeb hipsters. But yes, it seems
dude.
like this episode is going to be more of us just talking to people and less where we actually discuss topics because none of us are prepared apparently.
Hey, we have a few things to
Technically, we
say.
are
We are
prepared, yeah.
prepared, yeah.
Are we really?
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, I caught up with One Piece, which is what
I
Me
did.
too. Yeah.
How-
I've also caught up.
It's like 3 chapters.
I didn't
You
catch
were-
up.
It's
were
okay,
where I
not much
was, you
happened.
know.
Hey, Brew like doesn't mind spoilers anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I know
I
what
suppose.
happens, I think.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
read
spoiled
it.
it for himself well before
Yeah, so that's
I
okay.
read it.
Yeah, but otherwise it's chill.
Okay,
We are,
fine.
For the most
we
part,
will,
we
to
are
go.
halfway.
we can
It's fine.
start our.
Okay, but before,
Stuff.
it's not news or anything, but recently, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, the Berserk exhibit took place in Japan, right?
Yes.
Which of course we couldn't fucking
yeah,
go to. Did you see Did you hear about it or see anything about it?
There was a
the-
video that I saw on my feed by a certain a man whose name rhymes with boy, if you will.
A certain man whose name rhymes with boy.
I'm making a. Never
I'm
mind.
confused. Yes.
Joey's video, but whatever.
Oh, okay. I didn't see
My
it.
God.
Did you watch it?
Boy,
Joey.
not Joey.
Oh my god, Audi was going for a weird
Nice,
something
nice.
that didn't work. Yeah,
Congratulations.
Hey, bro, you're supposed to laugh at Audi's
No,
joke.
you're not supposed to. It's fine.
Boy
Nice one,
Joey,
Audi.
ha ha ha. That's a nice rhyme, man.
Yes, very nice, Audi. He's done.
Yes.
But did you watch it?
No.
Because I didn't see it.
I've yet to watch it. I was watching Real Life Ryan for this
Oh
thing,
yeah, the Berserk boy.
for the Berserk references.
And what do you think? Cool?
So far, it's pretty interesting. It does do a lot of extremely in-depth stuff. Like he picks out a
Excuse
certain
me,
character.
what do
and
you
just-
mean so far?
Audi's binging his videos, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. I've watched like 5 videos in the past hour or so.
I
But
see.
his videos are like 5 minutes to like 8 minutes. Every now and then there'll be the occasional 15-minute video. So it makes it pretty concise. It's pretty interesting to watch. And it
For
dives
those of
deep-
you who
deep
know
into
that
one
we also
character.
put out videos on YouTube, Audi is working on a Berserk video as
Yes.
we speak. So yeah, be excited for that, I guess.
Yes, we're very excited. Audi's gonna knock it out of the park.
Hopefully, I'll try.
He will.
He's gonna knock it out of the Udyan.
Udyan, yes.
Oh my god.
Dropping some random fucking Hindi in the middle of it. Goddamn Udyan.
But
But
dude,
yes.
I heard there were like manga pages from like the actual like or proper original like drawings.
Like
Oh.
manuscripts.
Yeah. But I haven't seen it. Like I heard that there were
I imagine, yeah, because
a lot
from
of
the
them.
thumbnail itself, you could see like snippets of it, and I could see like figurines all over the place. You could see.
Oh yeah, they were the cool figurines. Yeah, they were really
there was
cool
a
ones.
huge
Yes.
figurine that was like 1:, I don't know, like almost as tall as a man itself, and they were just standing right next to it, and it was just Guts with his sword just standing there looking all cool and shit.
Man, I do really want those. I want the Berserker armor figurine, the gigantic one.
Basically
Love to
stuff
have
that we can't afford, right? Like
Basically.
Basically.
And there was a really good Griffith figurine also with like I don't remember, but yeah, it was really cool. It was one of the cool ones.
Sid, if you remember, we didn't like the Griffith figurines much when we were looking at them online.
Yeah,
No, so
Yeah, but I
there was
saw a
one that
really
we did
cool
find
one.
nice. The band from.
it was by the same company that did
What is the company's name
website we found. I don't even know, dude. But the website we found, they had the Berserker one and the Giant Guts one, and they had a Griffith one also. That was pretty cool.
That was Griffith in the whole summoning part where he was giving up the egg.
Oh,
The
I didn't
Weeb
see
Griffith.
that one. Oh yeah, the Weeb Griffith one we saw before. Yeah, the one where he's like the broken hand, like
Yeah, pretty
really
much. He was just
malnutrition
offering
one.
the egg.
Yeah.
Some
Well,
cool looking figurines. Probably going to be a very, very sad thing to watch. Just to see his works displayed like that. But yes,
Yeah, I would love to have gone there if I had.
I
a
know,
chance.
right? Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, by the way, Forrest Dan says get a job and buy all the Berserk figurines you like. See, here's the thing, we can't afford it even then. You know, we're from India and India does not pay well.
There is this funny thing called import tax, you see.
There's this funny thing called customs stealing everything you see.
Yes, custom. Even
Too
if
many
we pay
fucking
for
hurdles.
it, even if we pay for it, right?
And we have to pay extra
It's not
for
going
it
to reach
basically.
us.
Yes.
We have to pay half or more than half the amount again to customs. And
Yeah.
they may consider giving it to us, or they'll probably just keep it with them. This is
They
what happens when
steal
shit
it.
reaches India.
Yeah, that isn't even like a legal payment, mind you. That's like a bribe straight up.
Yeah, it's not
They're
that-
just telling you like, we have your shit. Come and take it if you want.
No, they don't remind you, by the way. You're supposed to ask them. Do
Oh
you
yeah,
have
you're
my
supposed.
shit?
Yeah. If you don't ask them, they claim it for themselves.
Yeah,
They're like,
they just
it looks
keep it.
cool. It's
Yeah.
mine now.
Yeah, it's
In
mine.
fact, our friend Bob
Bob, yes.
once bought a what an Android tablet that could double as a laptop, was it? What is it? The phone goes into the tablet and the tablet goes
It
into
was the
onto
Zen
a,
phone.
What is like that yoga
No.
thing?
No,
It was a
the-
transformer. Asus
yeah,
transformer.
the Asus transformer,
Right.
yes. And he had to
Asus
pay a
transformer.
boatload of money to get it, and then he had to pay a boatload of money again to get it from customs because it was just not getting past them. And then it went to the local post office, and they didn't tell him that it was
Yeah.
there. So for a month or something, he was just like waiting for it, and then he went to the local post office and asked, and they were like, "Yep, it's been here the whole time. Damn it, you came and asked for it. Damn it." We
Short
should
And he
have
fucking
stolen
paid.
it.
He paid half amount as this also customs tax.
Yeah,
half
yeah,
the
he
amount
paid
of
half
what he
the
ordered.
amount.
Custom
Yeah.
stacks, yes.
And it was
Yes.
really oof,
It was expensive.
it was expensive.
I
Yeah.
mean, short of either having a friend go to Japan or going yourself to Japan and buying those figurines, or buying them in the country itself, there is no easy way of getting these figurines.
Dude, I've ordered so much shit from Japan.
Yeah.
I told you, and it's never
Yeah,
fucking
huh.
reached me. So I've never seen the shit I
Like
ordered.
even like
It's
these
just
of ship
lost somewhere
figurines you
in
could
transit.
purchase from outside,
Yeah.
or anything you could purchase from outside, and it's going to get this thing picked up by the customs if they
definitely.
deem it even like 1% cool. It is now mine. They consider it their property.
I don't think
So
they care about how
Exactly.
cool it is. They care about how much it costs and how much they can get away with.
Yes, pretty much.
Because I've heard of people who've like brought TVs from other countries and they just like had to give it up basically. In fact, our customs is so bad. I remember an incident. I don't remember who it was, but somebody got like a sword, was it, or something, a jeweled sword or something like that, and it was being sold in Britain at an auction, and it was an Indian artifact. And I don't know why Audie's laughing.
I just
I don't
imagine
know
how cool, interesting it must have been that the customs like, fuck a jeweled sword. History of India is mine. It's fine.
Yeah, so
Mine.
the thing was, this dude was a millionaire from India, and he was buying it for a museum. So it
I
was an
see.
old artifact from history, and customs was like, pay half price for it, or else you don't get to keep it.
My God.
And this guy's like, listen, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to give it to a museum so that they can display it. They're like, no, half price. And the thing was worth a lot of money, so he was like, screw it, I don't care. Apparently it's still sitting in customs somewhere. The last
That's
time
nice.
I heard of
bet
it.
it is, dude. I bet it
customs
is. Yeah.
museum of
Our customs
articles.
is. I knew someone who actually worked in customs, and damn, the amount of shit he has was crazy.
I see.
Well, makes
Boy
sense.
is real rich.
Could have asked him to get your shit back. But yes. Basically,
Yeah,
figurines
it was
are a
before.
very near impossible endeavor.
Yeah. Yeah, our country's customs are difficult.
Except for
Saying
me.
that,
Uh-huh.
India is my country. I love my country.
Mhm,
Jai Matani.
Yes.
I don't know.
All that.
Sometimes I don't understand Sid.
It's called taking precautions.
I see.
In case the boys are watching.
Who are the
Or
boys?
do you like your meat raw?
Jokes
I
on you, I
am
don't
not-
like meat at all, apparently.
What?
But yes.
What? Okay then, sure. I will ignore
What
that.
happened?
No, just the things you guys are saying. I'm just going to ignore that.
Oh, okay. I thought, yes. Did you fix Reddit yet, or are you still
I
working on that?
don't know. I'm not even. I'm like I'm not even checking that. I was just making sure the stream was running smoothly, and apparently there's a bit of lag, and nobody said anything yet.
Still works for us.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah,
We don't know about the problem. It doesn't exist.
So Reddit is dead. We have YouTube and Twitch.
Reddit is dead.
Did you not send another link?
I did, right?
Yep. I am checking. Well, the link you did send, that was earlier, so.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was.
Why is mod not mod? Help him out with this distracting.
No, it's fine. Anyway, yeah, we can get started on our topics.
Yes.
I must admit something. So I had a very interesting day. You guys don't know what happened. But I got
Yes, I don't know.
caught up with it that I forgot my theory that I was going to discuss today. I remember what my base point was, but I forgot most of the other things. So I'm just going to
Okay.
make it up as we go, and you guys be like, yes, indeed, yes, I too agree, or you be like, yes, that makes sense, or no, that doesn't make sense, and help me carry the conversation forward, because it was a good theory when I saw it, right? So,
I see.
But talk about your day first.
oh,
How was
so
your day?
So there's this stray cat that we let into the house and feed. Okay.
Like it's a new cat that you have. Like,
No.
or
It's just a stray
just
cat that's chills around here, and we give it food.
Okay. For how long? Like,
This has been going on for like a couple of months now,
okay.
probably more. And the thing is, the cat is very friendly. It's like more friendly than my own cats. It's like very, very friendly. Except
I see.
it's not so friendly to other cats, because
Aye.
stray cats don't like house cats. And
And it wants all the food, I'm guessing.
no, it shares food. It just wants to bite
Okay.
every other cat it sees. And we have like 5 cats, so I don't know.
I see.
That's a lot.
Feels like
That's
an
a lot.
unfair fight. I don't know.
He has only 25 cats. It's okay, guys.
The
yeah.
thing is, my cats are all too scared to fight with the cat, so they just like
Right.
run away. They're like, oh no, I'm a sheltered little bitch who does this shit. Nope, I'm out. But this cat basically attacked another cat, and my dad was trying to get rid of the cat and kick it out of the house because it was being too aggressive, and it held on to my dad's hand and like bit him all over his hand basically. I had to take him to the doctor later. Like he lost a lot of blood. He started feeling dizzy. He had to go lie down. And
What? After a bite?
Oh,
Whoa.
not a bite. There are like 6 puncture wounds on this side and 6 on this
Holy
side.
shit.
And it went so deep that his hand like it was swollen like crazy. If you put
Whoa.
both
See.
hands like this, you could see a giant bulge over here.
Oh my god.
And he had to get an anti-rabies shot and a tetanus shot. So I went with him to the doctor.
All the
and
shots, yes.
and the thing is, the bite happened at around 2:00 approximately. Okay. And
Okay,
he was bleeding till 7:00.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there was constant flow of blood, and yeah, I had to
You had
go.
quite a fucking day.
Yes, very, very
Yeah. So it was a very interesting day. Yes.
Yeah, I had no
violent
clue.
day.
Yeah, we haven't talked today at all, so I had no clue.
Yeah. So I was just like trying to fix that stuff. It was. Because like I had to take care of my other dogs because otherwise they keep barking. I had to make sure the other cats were fed and not freaked out with this new cat coming in. All sorts of stuff going on. So I was like, okay,
So now the cat is kicked out or what?
pretty much kicked out. Yes.
Can it,
Exiled from the zoo, as
Yes,
we call it.
exactly
His
from the
house.
zoo. Yes.
The zoo.
it is now out in the wild.
Oh, we
So-
have a few.
So the only
comments
thing
here,
that
but yeah,
happened though was
continue.
that so the thing with cats and dogs especially is that when they clamp down, they try to rip your flesh out. They don't just
Yes.
bite you and leave it.
I
So
am-
thankfully my dad like didn't put his left hand in and get that bitten as well. He managed to only get away with injuries on his right hand, but because he couldn't like stop the cat from like
Yeah.
going into his hand, it was like biting him for 20 seconds constantly, like with the teeth fully
Holy
in.
shit.
Oh, it
Well,
was.
That's fucking crazy.
It was scary.
You didn't see it, right? You saw the cat biting him.
No, I saw it afterwards, and
Interesting.
there was blood all the way from the door of the house till the
Holy
bathroom where my dad had to
shit,
go
what
put
the
his hand
fuck?
under running water to make sure that it was clean. Oh my god, it was a mess.
Cats, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah,
I can attest to cat strength. It's very deceptive. The cats are deceptively strong. Even the small ones. Fuck that.
Yes,
Remember,
oddly-
Little adventure with one of your fucking cats.
yeah, that was actually the first live stream I ever did in my life, because
That is true.
we had an
That's
ingenious
true.
idea. Okay, it was an absolutely ingenious idea. So we had to catch one of the cats because it was running away from home. Now we didn't know what to do,
Oh, I know about this.
and we had a garbage can basically, and I left it in the living room and opened the door of it, and we attached a string so we could pull it and catch the cat.
Yeah, we basically try to design like this Looney Tunes style fucking trap, like Wile E. Coyote with the fucking garbage can, the dub box, or then
I
pull
see
the stick
the
if,
bait.
if the
Yeah,
cat
yeah.
takes the bait, and in order to see if the cat took the bait, we had to set up like a live stream inside with one phone on the
My
inside,
God.
one phone on the outside, and we had to pull like all sorts of live streaming bullshit to make sure you could see.
Yeah, that was the first. I think that video is still somewhere on my YouTube. It's not public, but it's somewhere on the.
Did you catch it though?
See, here's the thing: we caught it, but
in the most barbarian way possible.
Yeah, Audie and I had to give up our arms for it. And we had to. But we caught the cat, and we were going back to the place we shifted into. My parents and I. So that time, Audie was coming with us to help us set up and all that stuff. We had to make a stop at the doctor's and get our tetanus injections before we went on, because apparently that is a very big problem.
The phrase "don't fight a cornered cat or a cornered animal" really rung true at that point, because we tried catching the fucker at all sorts of points, and that cat just bit her way out of things.
Bit, scratched, everything. Like goddamn, like it was
literally clawed her way out of it. We couldn't do jack shit.
And the thing is, like, so that was like our third or fourth generation cat in the house. Like we got one cat which gave birth to another cat, and that cat gave birth to another cat, and that cat gave birth to another cat.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, exactly. Yeah, and this cat was like the biggest bitch amongst them all, and she really hated human beings. It seemed like she was really scared of all humans, and when Audie and I tried to catch her, she absolutely destroyed us.
We had to go full, barbarian, like take up like rope and make sure she was tied up, so that when we did eventually carry her, she didn't skin us alive, and we had to like put her inside the box and make sure she was in there.
What the fuck cats did you fucking...
Yeah, and see, here's the thing. Audie and I are by no means like thin people. We are pretty fat. And the cat just destroyed us.
It's like pain. It's like, it's not even like, it wants to fight. It'll just scratch you once and you're like, fuck! It just burns after a certain point because it digs deep with its claws.
I've never had a bad experience with cats. I've had 2 pet cats.
No, you should have met that cat.
And still never had a bad experience with cats.
You should have tried catching that cat. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, Sid, you've seen the good dogs at the house. You've never seen the good cats. Well, we don't have good cats. Only one cat is a good cat.
All the cats, like, I can pet them. They come to me, like, at least the ones that I've seen. Like, they're pretty chill. I've never had bad experience with cats at your place also.
Okay,
well, that's because they're resting for the most part.
Yeah, they just haven't shown their evil side to you, okay?
Go at like 3 o'clock in the night, like bitching hour, but instead it's like cat fighting hour, and you'll see their actual evil side, if you will.
Yeah, basically.
So, I've been to his place at 3. I pet cats in the middle of the night only.
My God.
But yeah, we got a ton of comments.
Yes.
Yeah, let's read those.
Banana Fish is on my plan to watch list by Forrest
Dan. Well, we're gonna tell you about it. It's pretty cool.
Saw it a long while back, but yeah, we're talking about it again. A street cat named Bob. Good movie. Not that good, but okay movie. I'm not sure what he was talking about, and I forgot about it. If we were talking about some movie or not.
He was making a joke about Bob, how we name everything Bob.
I see, right.
Hey,
he was talking about the cat.
Very important to be named, okay?
And Mickey says, fuck cats, because apparently he loves cats a lot. And Tommy123 asks, your dad is a badass. Was he calm?
Oh, he was pretty calm, but he was like half dying because of the whole thing. Yeah.
I don't think he could afford. I mean, he's generally calm as is, from what I remember. He's never a expressive person when it comes to situations like this. But
and the thing is, he's like he's the type to like hide his pain and be like, yeah, I'm fine, dude, whatever, dude, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And so he doesn't really show it, but then, my God, was it an eventful day? That's all I can say.
Hey, you've been bitten by a dog too, right? In the past, I remember.
I've been bitten by dogs multiple times, and you know what? It's always because of a German Shepherd, and I love German Shepherds, and I go to pet them, and then they get really pissed and they kill me. And both times it was like a friendly dog to other people, not me.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
Makes sense.
It is not the dog's fault. You just had slow reflexes. What do you know?
Okay, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to beat the German Shepherd in reflexes?
Yes.
Dude, the dog was hungry and your hand looked like real tasty, so he's like, might as well see how it tastes. I don't know.
Well, okay. See, the thing is, a friend of mine just heard a German Shepherd which bit me first, and she was like, "Yo, don't worry, he's a good boy. He doesn't do anything. Just pet him." I was like, "Oh my god, it's a German Shepherd." I'm like, "Hi, little boy," and he just bit me straight on my arm. Okay, my hand.
Nice.
I remember you said it touched bone also.
No. That was not that. I didn't know you guys said that time. This was a long time ago. The other one was when I was playing freaking Ingress for the first time, and I thought I was hot shit, and I went around some place, some weird local place, and there was this German Shepherd over there, and the woman is like, "Hey, you're such a good boy," and then he comes and sniffs me, and I was like, "Okay, the dog is sniffing me," and I'm keeping my hand there, okay, just to let him sniff me, and then he fucking bites me right there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And the woman is freaking out. I'm like, "No, yo, chill. I have dogs at home. I got my shots. Don't worry. I'm not going to sue you or something. Just chill." And she's like, "No, why did you do that? No, he never bites anybody. I don't know why he bit you." I was like, "Oh, I
think you just smell the other dog and you're like, you know what? This fucker deserves it.
It is possible.
That's the one that touched bone. I remember one of your bites touched bone. You told me.
Okay, maybe I was just like exaggerating about it because I don't remember it touching bone, but it was still pretty painful. But yeah,
no wonder Bruce crazy, dude. He has rabies.
Hey, if I actually get. If I actually start showing symptoms of rabies, I'm going to come and bite both of you to make sure that you go down with me.
Hey, you're weak as shit. You can't even come till you'll die before you reach us.
Yes.
That is.
Maybe I don't know about Sid, but me certainly. I'll just like push you back and like, yes.
All I have to do is like get some saliva on you some way. Just go and spit
I wear one of them
you,
hazmat suits and you like centrifugal force just swing you away and
Dude.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, there's no chance. There's no fucking chance, sorry.
You guys wait. I will make sure I come up with this ingenious plan like light Yagami or something. And I will make sure that I bite you guys.
It's a compliment that I'm giving you, by the way. Don't take it as it's a compliment, but you're like the least threatening person I know. And that's a good thing.
Why?
It means there's no fear around you.
Thanks.
But like Audi on the other hand, like if you piss him off, he'll just like take your head off with like a backhand, you know? So that's kind of scary.
Whoa, what's the contrast going on?
I can agree, yes, that sounds like Audi.
Yeah.
I see.
There have been a couple of close calls with you, right, bro?
Yep. I must agree. Audi, there was this one time where I basically scratched Audi with this like metal piece of a chair. And I was like holding so it was like a cane. Okay, it was in the shape of a cane.
A chair leg, if you remember correctly.
So it was a chair leg, but it was in the shape of a cane because the leg had like broken off. And I was holding it and I was like, and Audi came to stop me from doing that, and I scratched him and he got real pissed. He hid it away from me. I never got it again.
Oh, so you came close to death.
Yeah. If he had taken that and just stabbed me with it, I would have died.
Maybe.
Also, Tommy123 says Ash used bite and it was effective. I would say it was super effective. It wasn't just effective. I was. It was not a good time for me.
Seal the deal when it comes to having a love-hate relationship with German Shepherds.
You should have bitten the dog back.
I still love German Shepherds. Okay, there is no hate. The dogs also love me, either as a snack or as a person, but never as a person.
One way or the other.
Hey, but Brew is like kind of like the Pied Piper, you know. If you see Brew walking around town, like there's like a line of dogs just following him, like street dogs.
They're just wondering why is he smelling like
He's
dog.
He's like the
know?
Pied Piper of like, you know. Now you.
Oh my god! I'm not even kidding. I was actually going to take a photo of my building's entrance today because there were like 7 dogs just lying down over there, and like I was walking past them, and all of them are like looking up and wagging their tails. I'm like.
Whenever I see you walking around somewhere where there are dogs, they're all like just following you in a line.
Yeah, basically.
It's very common.
I went to a store and a dog that I don't even remember when I saw last suddenly comes up to me, jumps straight on me and starts wagging its tail like crazy. Okay, you know what? I think we are talking about dogs too much. Let's actually start with our Weeb topics and then move on to this because I feel like our Weeb topics will get over really, really quickly.
Okay, sure. Let's do that.
So,
we start off.
What are our topics for today?
Big if true.
Big if true.
Oh yes,
Transition.
big if true. Yes, transition. Oh yeah, this is our. Oh, I am. Okay, just a second.
Bruce.
Confusion.
Yeah.
It's supposed to loop. I don't know why it didn't loop. Okay, I did not. I'm not too fat for this blazer.
Yes,
And Audi
yes.
didn't even put up his button. Audi, you had one job. I had to go
Oh, yeah.
across the
Yeah, you
room and
had
get the
one
freaking blazer.
I am now being formal.
Okay,
Yes.
so basically, our topics for today,
Yes.
for our
topics
news,
for today.
our Weeb news is said drum roll.
The first thing actually we want to discuss, the trailer did come out recently, and I think we talked about it also, is the game that we've been waiting for like a couple of years, I would say, right?
Yes,
Audi?
a couple of years now.
It was announced in E3 last year or last to last year?
Last year. We got like a teaser trailer for it last year, and this game is made by again Bethesda, right? Id Software or Bethesda, one or the other.
Yeah, Bethesda. Yeah. Tommy123 says, "Men of culture entered the chat." Thank you, Tommy. Let's continue. Yeah, so we're going to talk about Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yes,
Which
Ghostwire
is-
Tokyo.
Yes, which is a really cool game by Tango Gameworks, and it's being published by Bethesda.
I
And
see.
I think it's by the guys who made the Evil Within series. Or have you played that? Do you know about that?
Oh, was it? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
I have played the Evil Within series. I've not
Hey, also,
played it as
one
such.
sec, sorry, I just have to interrupt for a second because Control 9K was talking on Twitch and nobody told me anything.
Oh,
Oh,
Audi. Yeah,
yes,
anything he
indeed,
said
yes.
that you want to
Good idea.
mention?
Bruce planning to start another pandemic. They smell rival gangs in Bruce tent. I see.
Okay, Control 9K, if you're still there. See, I'm not going to start another pandemic technically because I'm not eating the dog. The dog is eating me. I don't think I would cause any such diseases to the dogs. I'm not
Rabbit
sure.
Brew. Hey, what was that Brad Pitt film, the Z or something with
World
like
War Z?
zombies? Yeah, World War Z. Bruce gonna start.
Pretty much. World Dog Z, yes.
It's like people just fucking running around. But yeah, anyways.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
That's a really
Yeah, I did
fucking cool
watch.
game.
I didn't play, but I did watch Evil Within 1 and 2. And they had some interesting mechanics going on in there. It was a very interesting series to follow through. Very. I don't know about horror, but it was certainly action packed. Then again, I'm not as scared of horror shit as much as you both are, so I don't know how you guys would respond to horror.
Hey,
But,
we are not
uh,
scared of
I'm not
horror
scared.
stuff.
See, I don't care enough for.
You're scared of the Grudge girl. The
Hey, that shit's scary. What the fuck? You see that voice?
I'm not scared of the Grudge girl. Haven't seen the
Come on,
Grudge.
you're not.
I used to fucking hide under my bed behind my sofa wherever I could as a kid when my friends used to watch.
Yeah,
Grudge
see
or
that
whatever.
should
I
scare
could
you
watch
even
that
more because
shit.
then you'd think that an eye would come out of the darkness between wall and furniture, and that should scare you more, surprisingly. But I found that shit funny.
How is that funny?
How is that funny? Yes.
You had a weird childhood. Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, I don't find it as scary as normal, so it's fine. But yeah, this control Ghostwire Tokyo control. Ghostwire Tokyo follows a similar theme where we start chasing yokai, fighting
it's
them or killing
yokai.
them by the looks of it.
It's yokai in Tokyo, right? Basically, you're going around Tokyo and killing yokai.
Tokyo is being spooked by tons of yokai. Yokai are like getting power and shit, and they're like, you know what? Maybe we should start finding
Yeah.
a place. Tokyo looks like a nice place. Biggest city in the world. Yes, why not? And now
Yeah.
it's up to this one dude apparently who can see into the fourth plane of existence where these guys exist, and he's like, yes, I have powers. I can try fighting them. And
Right.
we see a lot of variety in these. It's not like they're using the same assets or anything. They are actually going real deep into the lore of yokai and we're seeing like smaller yokai
yeah.
here and there.
it's based on the same thing we saw in Spirit Away, the Haki Yagyo, like the yokai procession, like going to the spirit world kind of thing. The
Sort of.
parade of like the 100
Except,
yokai kind
I
of thing.
think-
It's that, but through Tokyo, right?
Yeah,
basically.
pretty much. I think he can just do it normally, but he doesn't have to like go through a whole procession or some shit. He just has that shit like the like Dishonored. You know, you can just travel through just realms of existence whenever the fuck he
Yeah.
wants.
And they were also wearing the Hanna mask. Some of the villains I saw. The popular
The demon masks, yes.
Hanya
Okay,
mask.
I finally got the image. Sorry for the delay. And damn, that
Okay,
looks
yeah.
cool.
Yes, it
It's
does.
pretty fucking cool, yeah.
It is like a mix of cyberpunk and ghost
Yeah,
shit.
cyberpunk yokai, and we love cyberpunk. We fucking love yokai. So
Yes.
come on, it's gonna be
Sid
amazing,
is
right?
like the most
Sid
hyped for it.
Sid just spoke for us immediately over there, you know.
Cyberpunk
We love
Tokyo
it.
yokai done. My
Hey,
game.
come on, what else do you need? It's fucking bomb.
But I'm actually sort of looking forward to it. They're Bethesda were also working on a ton of projects, and they are not directly involved in this aside from the publishing of it. So
Yes.
it does look like it's going well so far from the trailer, though I'm not really going to take too much out of it because trailers are very deceptive that way. But I like the concept. I like the gameplay. It looks interesting. You get to use weapons. You get to be fighting cool yokai, and it doesn't look like it's skimping out on detail. Like there was that one lady, the lady in a trench coat who has the fucked face and whatnot, and she comes up to you in the middle of the night going, "Am I beautiful?" And if you say yes or no,
Oh, I know about
one
that
way or the
one.
other, you
Shit.
get scarred either way. So
What's the name? Yeah, fuck, I know about that one.
Yes,
the lady
yes.
that.
Yes,
and
Sid,
even
it is yokai.
the one with two faces, like one at the back. Futakuchi Onna, I think the one is that.
but
one
that's
is
a
called.
genre we are not exploring. Don't worry.
But yeah, a lot of
Yes.
cool shit. You tried, Odi, you tried.
Fucking it.
But yes.
None of you are responsive. What the fuck can I do? But yeah,
What?
none of you are responsive to it. What the fuck could I do?
Hey, I understood. I just I'm
Yes.
I didn't understand it. What?
nothing, dude. It's like
Nothing
sad. Like
really.
let's not even talk about
Dead
it.
joke.
You will cry anyways. He tried something and failed. Like you should just laugh. Basically. Nice
No.
one, Odi.
Lamau, as the kids say.
But yeah, it's a pretty cool game, and maybe we'll do a Weeb101 gaming on it if we can afford to
If we
purchase
can
the
afford
game.
it, yes, yes.
Yes.
We certainly have the hardware for it. Now it's a matter of just affording it. Yes.
Also, might I just say, I
coming out.
partly blame Audi for lag in today's stream because he made me render out his Blender scene, and since then my laptop has been like performing
Have you not
worse.
restarted
Did
it
he do
at
that?
all?
It's not about restarting it. I did restart it. It just seems to be heavily affected by the thing you sent. Also, he used like 4K textures apparently.
I did.
And he sent it to my
Again, like
poor
I said, I
laptop.
never use 4K textures because I can't render 4K textures myself. I try to render it on
And
my
yet he
own
gives
PC
it
and
to
then
me.
send it to someone else. Yeah, I keep it at 2K max. Okay.
Although what took Audi like 4 hours to render took me 15 minutes now.
9 minutes. 9 minutes actually.
Oh my god. Wait, you finished your render? The one you were working on?
No, I still have to work it on Photoshop, but basically, like the bulk of
Yeah,
it.
I had to
is that
export
the needs
things
to be
like
rendered
one
out
by
on
one by
Blender.
one. Holy shit! Like goddamn, I was so
He
bored.
basically did render passes.
Oh, that's
he's
all.
He's being annoying about it ever since. Okay.
I'm being annoying about it, says the guy who begged me to render out one part of the.
Okay, I asked you. Okay,
Hey,
you're the
you-
one who's being annoying about it.
You agreed to be a render farm.
I did not
you said
agree
you
to
do-
that at all, actually. If you guys remember that conversation, I said, no, I'm not going to be a render farm. And neither of you gave a shit. Anyway, goes to
I just
Tokyo.
hear yes and yes and yes. Audi.
All that I could hear that. Yes.
Yes, sure, I'll do it. Send me renders anytime. But anyway, yeah,
But,
it's a pretty cool game. It's
Cool
going to be
looking
first
game.
person.
It's also seems to be open world as well. So it's running in the same line of Bethesda games.
Yeah.
You can explore the world at your own leisure. You can just go around, do whatever the fuck you want. So Brew will no longer have issues playing the game as well. So he can literally go wherever he wants without the game.
Hey, okay, if it's like
It's
Genshin
silver
Impact,
spooning
I'm
him.
out like right now.
It's not going to be like Genshin Impact. It's going to be like Skyrim where you can just walk wherever the fuck you want.
I
If it's
don't
like
know,
Skyrim,
but-
I'm out right now.
My God, I
That's
forgot.
okay, Audi. I expected Audi to play it, not you. You can't do justice to this game. It's okay.
Yeah, Naughty's laptop
Anyways.
can't do justice to the game either. Ah, God,
That is true.
It can.
Well, if they do optimize it, sure, I'll play it.
Yeah, sure. Of course it can.
Or do you seem
But
to think
anyways.
optimizations just automatically, magically fixes all the problems?
It doesn't fix
with old
all the problems
hardware?
in the world, but
You can
at the
play it
very
on
least,
low
it
settings,
makes
okay?
very low
Yeah.
settings.
That's fine.
Makes
It's
sense.
Pixel art. We're playing a pixel game.
Yes.
16 bits, I guess. I don't know how low quality will look. But yeah, we'll check it out. It's coming
Looks
out
aesthetic.
next year. But the next thing I want to talk about is actually a film that's coming out that I found out about today. And what happened to Bruce's camera? I don't know what the fuck
I
he just
switched
did.
it to save a little bit of power.
You see?
Oh. But yeah, it's called Tsurune.
Tsurune.
We were just talking about it today, right?
What is the whole title?
Bruce, you can change the picture.
Yes.
And Tsurune.
We were talking about it, yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's basically about Japanese archery, I'm guessing, from the trailer, from what I
Right.
saw. It's basically about this guy who's going to a school and he joins the school Japanese archery club kind of thing, the classic storyline of the guy of the person joining the high school club and getting an interest. We've seen it in a lot of sports.
Hold on, Sid,
mostly
I
all
would like to
sports.
interrupt for just 1 second. Sorry. Because
What?
we have never said this before because we set it up 2 days ago. But guys, we are trying a new layout with the new hardware that we have. So I shall switch. And hopefully this won't fail miserably. This is only on our YouTube and Twitch stream. I shall switch
Yes.
to Sid being important in this. Oh, that worked. Let's go.
Oh wow,
Nice.
amazing. Yes,
And now the
that's
image looks like
really
shit.
cool. Change it to the other image. The other
Yes.
one's better.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like what we've seen in most Japanese sports or like anime and manga like this, where it's like the guy in high school gets an interest in the club, the certain club in the school, and then he pursues it. So yeah, it's basically this guy gains an interest in archery, and from the trailer it looks interesting. I'll check it out. The guy called Takuya Yamamura, the guy who worked on a few Violet Evergarden episodes, is gonna direct it. It's his series directorial debut English.
We should mention
English, yes.
that the archery that you mentioned, it's not the same kind of archery that we normally see in like Olympics or some shit. It's not that kind of archery. This is a
Yeah.
ancient, more medieval form of archery. If you're
Yeah, definitely.
from the medieval era of Japan, where samurai would wield bows and kind of shoot shit from afar.
Yeah.
And it's that art form turned into this archery form that is not exactly considered sportsworthy, but I don't know why.
It's more of a ritual.
Yeah, it's
like
more
it's
of a
a Shinto
ritual.
ritual, right? The arts from I don't know.
It's like a
lot, but
martial
based
art, I
on
think,
what
because I've
heard.
seen videos of people doing demonstrations, and they have like specialized arrows, if you will. So like there was this one video that was going around YouTube at the time, and I came across it, and one girl was holding onto a special
I sent that to
knob.
you.
Oh, you sent that to me. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that came up on my feed randomly a week ago, and I was like, you know what? I remember this shit. I need to watch it again. And it's like a nice,
The sound, right?
yeah. When you shoot the arrow, the wind turns into a whistle, a bird whistle of sorts. Just go,
Yeah.
pew, and go.
The arrow had a hollow like end, so it was
okay,
like
okay. Yeah, makes
whistling.
sense.
Yeah,
But
but it is. It's like a
sharp.
ritual.
It's like a sharpshooter ritual sort of thing, and
And
it's been going on since the age of the samurai. They were the ones to wield weapons, so they probably passed it down to their own successors. Who knows?
yeah, it still follows that. Like I have seen some demonstrations. Like you have to take a few. Like the way you take, like the way you walk is important. Like left, right, where you turn. Like the each position. Like 1, 2, 3. Like that shit is like a whole ritual before you actually shoot.
Yeah,
it.
they have to take a proper
Yeah.
stance, and I think they even represented that in the trailer really correctly as well. They're like, I
Isn't
watched that
just
video
like people having like their own idiosyncrasies though?
in the sense.
Like the
Yeah, basically, it's just they made it into a ritual. It's still archery in the end.
All of it.
But it's basically how they do it is what I was explaining to him.
I see.
One thing is one thing that is interesting about the archery itself is that today, at least, the art is a very near dead form, if you will. Not because it's not practiced that often, but because the guys who make those bows are practically non-existent. There is like, I think if I remember correctly, there was like one guy in one city across Japan that makes these specialized bows. And
I
What
think I've
makes
seen
the
a
bow
lot.
special?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the archery people actually. I don't think it's dead. Like it's much lesser, but it's not dead.
but it's certainly lesser. It's like, so the thing that makes it special is the shape and the stuff that is used to make it. They basically steam bamboo stems, the dried bamboo stems, and they steam so many of those stems, and they press it together and then bend it in a certain shape that allows for long range shooting, if you will. And they use like a special glue of sorts.
You do realize, Audi, that all archery is long range shooting?
Not really. Like some archery, like Mongol archery, is not exactly long range. It's more for warfare. Whereas longbows, English,
where you stand in front of each other and shoot arrows.
there are cavalry archers that have to go up close. There are like longbowmen
Yeah, but
in
they're
English.
still far.
Yeah,
Like
they
by
still
long,
want to
I think
shoot
Audi
far
means like
stuff. They don't
really
want to-
So
long.
the idea of this is that the samurai basically sit behind the infantrymen and just shoot arrows for the beginning part of the war. They start shooting arrows because they can.
Yeah.
And they
Samurai
kind of
mostly were archers. Like they were just great. That's what they were. The
they were
katana used to come
horsemen,
out after.
katana, and archers.
The katana used to come out when like they were in close range, basically.
pretty
Till
much.
that time, it was all archery.
And they were kind of
TIL.
specialists in their own field. Yeah.
Did you guys know that?
Bruce learning things today.
I am learning things today.
Yes. Yeah,
They
basically
were like a
trained
standard
archers.
of the whole army, so they had to kind of carry every aspect of it in some way or the other. They had to be long range, they had to be melee, they had to be the first line of attack and shit like that. Like everything under the sun. And archery was one very important factor of it, and the factor of it. And these bows were specially designed for these samurais, like how a katana is specially made for samurai, where it was properly forged and properly crafted for them. A bow was made in a similar fashion.
Did you guys see that?
It's a real
You guys
fucking
wait
long.
for the magic
Oh, I
transition.
see.
I
I
made
saw.
Audi
Yes.
big now.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, it's a long ass bow, right? Really fucking long.
It's like
yeah.
8 feet tall. It's like
Yeah,
taller
it's
than most
huge.
humans, but
Yeah.
it's supposed to be lightweight, and like only the strongest people can actually hold on to it, even though it is lightweight, which makes no sense.
Well,
So very weirdly, my cousin's sister actually was like heavy into archery, and I had no idea. Okay,
Competitive.
I have no idea still.
I see.
But she had this giant bow and a quiver of arrows just hanging on the wall where when we used to go visit, I never noticed it. And then one day I'm sitting there, I'm like, there is a bow and a quiver of arrows on this wall, and everyone looks at me like, yeah. I was like, why have you kept that there? I was like, is it just to show off? And she looks at me now. Like we were very close cousins. Like we spent most of our early lives together, just chilling all the time. And she looks at me and she's like, I've been taking archery lessons for the last few years.
my
I was
God.
like, what? Really? She's like, yeah, I'm actually like a real pro at it now. I go for like
I see.
competitions and stuff. I was like, oh, yes.
So it is competitive.
dude, she should have like William telled you. That would be fun.
And I was like, you use that big bow? She's like, yes. I was like, nah, I don't believe you. Nah, no way you carry something that heavy and you shoot it with that much strength. And then I realized I was just weak. But yes,
Yeah.
my story ends here.
Well, so it ends with your point was that you're just me.
Yes, it was
I
pointed
see.
out to me very well.
I see. Hey, but we used to mess around with the toy like bow and arrows like as kids, right?
Yes.
Speak for yourself. I still do. I made my own bow and arrow. Remember?
Oh yeah, you did.
is
Yeah,
true.
freaking hell,
Audi
Audi
does.
does.
I made my own bow. Huh?
He doesn't allow us to mess around with his weapons though.
Yeah.
Hey, I like to fuck around with everything else, not the Doom sword. That shit stays the way it is because it's very delicate that way.
Well, although you know what, there was this time like, okay, so Audi made a gun for me for one of the short films that I wanted to shoot.
It's a prop gun for those who are
A
asking.
prop
but
gun,
yes.
yes, a very
When I
plastic
say
gun. Don't worry
Audi
about
made
it.
a gun, I'm pretty sure nobody thought that Audi made
Hey, look
a
at him.
real gun.
We still have to clarify it.
Audi
Just in
using
case.
guns, expected. Making them, not really.
Even though I've never used them myself, but yes.
But yeah, so basically, Audi made this like what was supposed to be like a sniper rifle cosplay thingy. Okay, so I said it there. Okay. And it was actually pretty well made. Like Audi really put in a lot of effort into making it, and we were using it for the short film. So I'd kept it with a couple of my friends while we shot one other scene, and then moved on to the next scene where we needed the gun again. And my friends were like swinging on this little swing it's a big swing that we had, and suddenly everyone shooting hears like a snap. And we look back, and the gun was like broken in half because when they were swinging, they hit it against the pole, and then it was against the swing, and it just cracked in half. And I could feel Audi's soul leave his body right as that happened. We still used the gun, and then Audi took it back home, and I don't know what happened after that. He's like,
threw it after that. I couldn't repair it.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what is the weapon that I used to like do this shit with? Like, what was that? Was it a gun?
No, that was a shiv.
No, not this. It wasn't that.
It was that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the. Okay.
Oh, it was probably the rubber.
No, it was some Assassin's Creed something that he had made like a prop. I don't know.
Oh yeah. No. It was not a prop. It was one of those window thingies, dude. The window slider thingies. I thought I was going to make a prop with it, but we had gone to Masjid.
I
remember?
I did that. I did that with this thing. Remember, we had a fishing string around one of my fingers, and I used to go.
Oh
and
yeah,
it used to come out.
For the hitting.
Man.
But Audi is a maker man.
I am a
Audi
maker.
is a maker man.
Yes.
That is very true. That's the best compliment Audi's ever gotten.
Yes.
Yes,
probably.
from all of us. But yeah, it seems interesting. If it check it out, we'll check it out. We'll let you know about it. What it is.
It looks very detail oriented. Looks like fun.
Okay, can we get rid of the blazer now? I'm sweating.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, this ends the segment.
Okay, we
Switch on
shall
the
move to
next
minute
one.
101. Check out this animation, guys. I will
I
totally.
am done. I've removed my blazer.
I will totally change it at this.
Bro is saying he's too fat.
I did not say I'm too fat, but yes, we are back
Bro
with
is saying he's very fat. Yes. Okay.
we're back with our next segment, which is going to be what?
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 Well,
Yes.
What happened?
we are going to
Yes,
talk about
scheduling.
banana fish.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I remember.
Oh, you forgot
Audi.
what we are going to talk about. Oh, I had no clue.
No, I remembered. Don't worry. But yes, we talk about banana fish. Who's going to talk about banana fish?
All of us.
Sure, I'll start.
But before banana fish, beautiful manga, really cool anime.
You can check out
written
our
by
you can check out our podcast episode on it, by the way.
written by Akimi Yoshida.
Yes.
And it was
Yes.
it
Let's
was
start with
it was a nice little manga. I didn't expect it to be that
it was
cool.
actually pretty cool, right? We did enjoy it. But you guys didn't finish it right yet, but if you remember.
I remember the ending. I didn't finish. I was almost there. I almost finished it, but then there was something which I
Almost,
missed out.
Yeah, I stopped halfway through.
But yeah,
Not
but
really
you
halfway
still
through. I was
enjoyed
still
it.
closer to the end. Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, dude, it was pretty nice. I really enjoyed the show. It was unexpected. We did check it out a while ago in our early days. But we want to talk about it in minute 101 because we want to recommend that you watch it if you haven't checked it out, because that's the whole point of minute 101.
Yes, that is the whole point of Minute 101. And yes, banana fish is basically the story about banana fish. It's a drug that is made, which basically, I don't know how to explain it properly. It just like you can like make people go crazy with it. They basically become like
It's like Datura, if you will.
yeah. It's
Datura on crack.
Yes,
my
pretty much. Well, the easy way of describing it.
okay, now I have to explain Datura for those who don't know. Datura basically is a
Devil's
drug
breath.
that makes you very. Other people can suggest basically anything to you, and you'll feel like doing it. So
Persuasive.
yeah, it's very it makes you very persuasive,
Yeah.
and
And it grows
makes
all
others very
around where we
persuasive,
live.
not you very persuasive. Yeah.
Yes.
And banana fish is basically a drug that does that, except it also can make you go crazy, like literally addle your brains, and it can also
Yes.
make you just become a violent sociopath or a psychopath who goes around hurting people all the time. And
thought
there's this.
The
What?
drug sort of turned them into husks. Like they just became like dried.
Yeah, but they first become like
nobodies.
absolutely mental and start hitting everybody and
Guys,
killing
remember
everybody.
this is like a spoiler-free. This, huh?
I mean, that's literally how it
anyways.
starts, though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, that's fine. I'm just letting you know for the things you say later.
Yeah, and then we have Ashlings, who's who's a blonde, apparently very very attractive 17-year-old who is also a part of
Yes.
the mafia already at this age, and he finds
Had
out
a
that
really fucked up childhood.
yeah, a really
very,
really
very
messed
fucked
up
up
childhood. You guys should like have a trigger warning or something before if you actually check it out, because there's a lot of disturbing stuff in it. But basically, he is a part of the mafia and he's trying to improve the level of his band of misfits. But he's a very morally strong mafia leader, if you look at it that way. And
He's a good bad guy.
Yeah.
he's a good bad guy.
He's a Robin Hood of sorts.
And there's these two people from Japan, one reporter and his assistant, who come to interview him, and he just gives an
Yes.
interview freely, and so basically, long story short, Ashlings and this other guy start supposedly fall in love with each other, even though it's only shown towards the end if they do fall in love or not. I'm not going to spoil that for you. But yeah, it's basically a story where these two guys rely on each other, and they're trying to get through things together, and they show how Ash is like a very cold person who doesn't really talk to anyone, who doesn't really get close with anyone, and doesn't befriend anyone, and how this guy slowly becomes friends with him
That
and
guy
actually
is AG,
does.
by the way.
AG, yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot his name. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
He's AG. Yeah, and he really. They both form a nice little relationship as friends, and then maybe as more. But you'll have to watch it to find out.
Yes, you'll have to watch it. But yeah, it's a really cool show. And the AG was wearing a really cool pink and yellow jacket in the show. Remember, I told
Yeah, I
you I
remember
wanted
that.
that one. Yeah, that was real bomb. I really like
Oh
that.
wait, I can find a picture of that.
I saw it to the end. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone, but like it's complete, like it ends, the whole anime. Like there's
Yeah, it has
I don't know
an
how-
ending that gives you
Yeah, it has
sort
an
of
ending.
closure, I would say. Not great closure, but it gives you closure, I would say.
It's not as bad.
Yes, that's so far what we can say without like. But yeah, banana fish is like quite popular, I would say. Like it's not like crazy, like people don't talk about it, like they talk about like
It's-
the.
Yeah, for
Big
something
ones,
that's supposed to
but
be
it's pretty
shoujo.
good. I think it requires more, attention than it gets, I would say.
It gets a lot of attention from weirdly enough, Banana Fish was one of our best episodes we did. Like people love
Even
it.
now,
yeah,
yeah,
it was
people
one of our
keep getting like
best
1 or 2 views on the video.
I like how I said it's one of our best videos, and Audie's like, yeah, we get 1 or 2 views on the video.
Well,
Only technically, it was your first shoujo manga, right? If you think about it.
Yeah.
my first one was Ichigo 100%. if you remember.
Hey, that doesn't
Ichigo
count
is
because you're a
shonen,
hater.
right?
No, that's
Hey, I
shoujo.
thought is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it?
Ichigo is
Isn't it?
shonen.
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. I thought Ichigo is shonen because it seemed very shonen-y. But I shall confirm.
Yeah, but Ichigo 100%.
Yes, Ichigo is shonen. Yes,
it is shonen.
I'm
Oh,
right.
okay.
Ichigo is shonen.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't even know the difference.
Well-
But yeah, sorry. Banana Fish was your first shoujo manga.
Yeah, but I expected at the time for Banana Fish to be very romance heavy, but clearly it wasn't. It had a very extreme storyline around it. It had very extreme factors around it as well, and the action was a very, very important setting for both the characters, especially Ashlings, who was just like dodging bullets like the fucking Terminator at one point.
Yeah, I mean, okay, one sec. I just got very, very distracted. So sorry.
What happened?
One guy on Reddit, Bobby HYHXX, says, "Did you 3 guys ever take airplane flying lessons in the Middle East?" I'm not sure what. Is that supposed to? Is it like trying to be
Let's move
racist?
on.
I don't know. Yeah.
I have no clue
I
what the
have
fuck it
no
means.
idea. Okay.
Anyways,
But
I want to talk
funny joke,
about
yeah.
funny haha. We
Common
laugh like we laugh
historian
at all
says
these
sub
jokes.
boys. Sub to you too. Nice.
Hey, but also another cool character I wanted to talk about, just mention him, is Shorter. Shorter, pretty fucking cool
age.
character.
Yeah, Shorter is a pretty cool character, and that was like his fate was a little sad.
His fate was
Like everyone's fate is a little sad because their backstories in the show.
Everyone's backstories are fucked up.
Everyone's like going through some tragedy, going through some trauma, and this guy was no different. But yeah, Shorter, like his backstory hits a little different, you know.
Bro, you put the wrong jacket, I think, in the picture. That's a shirt. That's not the jacket. But anyways, but that's okay.
I apparently don't know the difference between a jacket and a shirt.
But
it's fine.
The characters are very well like defined and written throughout. You know, all these. Even the guy, like Arthur, the one that's against Ash, like is like a rival, so to say, who has his own gang under Dino, who's the mafia boss. They have a lot of interesting banter. But yeah, definitely check out Banana Fish if you're interested. There are a couple of cool characters, cool stories. Even like Lee Young, like the
yes, like the
guy.
I remember. I forgot the phrase.
The brother of the Chinese mafia.
Yes.
He's also a fucked up character. He's also a very fucked up character. Yes.
Very, very similar to Ash Link's, but different.
So pretty
different,
cool. And even the character design is pretty nice. Yeah, I'll give it that. Yeah, so definitely do check it out, and that's it on this.
And let us know what you think. So here's the thing. I think as far like when we first checked out the synopsis of it, it said it was like a yaoi manga, right? And it for some reason it was very vanilla. Like you expect something more from some character like Ash Link's, you know. I felt like it was very vanilla for the kind of characters it has.
Innocent. Yeah, the relationship was very like these, but they say it's not yaoi, like it's not officially like BL or yaoi. But after watching it, like the fan base decided that it's yaoi basically because they want to ship their characters together.
Yeah, but I mean, this is one place where it actually makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but they're so vanilla. Why are they so vanilla? Like they both have like messed up histories and they just have such innocent relationships.
Like they don't even really kiss. They like only kiss for like a purpose, like a reason in the story.
Yeah, it's like a fake kiss.
It's not like a romantic kiss. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's a really good show either way.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
It's just really weird to think about why everything else is like hardcore except this one relationship in the whole thing.
Yeah, that went really like innocent, like the way that proceeded. Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, anyway, I think we're done with Banana Fish, right? Anything else to add?
Not really. No. We can't really explain much of it without delving into spoilers. So yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it, and let people know to check it out.
Okay. Yes, we can do that, and then we can go into. You guys want to go into One Piece?
You want to do One Piece now or at the end? Like
I figured we'd leave that at the end.
You can leave it at the end. I don't think I can discuss the theory I had in mind today because of real life issues, so to speak.
I see. Okay.
So I would like to skip that for today.
Sure.
Title clickbaiting, you guys.
My god.
Even last time we have One Piece updates, but we didn't talk about One Piece, and even today we are like FMA, but we're not talking. But FMA is pretty cool. There we mentioned FMA.
Oh my god. Yes,
FMA is pretty cool. Yes.
There is a theory about pride. Okay, basically I'm going to say that there's a theory about pride and how pride relates to his sin, his original sin that was removed from father, as they call him. So that was supposed to be the theory why it was like that, but unfortunately I was not able to finish doing my research for that, so we go to One Piece instead.
Yes, we go to One Piece.
And wait, One Piece is opinionated. Yes, I shall play that.
Ping ping ping.
We are back. The vertical one was majorly messed up. I don't know why.
Okay.
Something went wrong over there. So if anyone's still watching on Reddit, I'm sorry. We're really just trying to make things work in general. But yeah, One Piece. You guys start the discussion. I'm going to add in wherever I can.
Okay.
Wait, who's going to talk? Who's going to talk? I'm going to put them as like the main.
I'll talk. It's probably going to be me and then Audi.
Okay.
But
so the floor is yours.
One Piece, right? Spoilers for those who don't know, we're getting into like the current of the Wano arc.
We're talking about Wano.
Okay,
we're talking about Wano and we're talking about what currently happens in Wano. What happened,
we just got a comment on Reddit. I noticed that
Sure.
you pronounce a W like the V by Air Rider 1.
Thanks for noticing, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure what word I even said. Like now I'm thinking about it and I can't remember.
Wano? How else would I say
Wano.
Wano?
Yeah, I mean that's how it's pronounced. It's Wano.
I'm
Wano.
speaking
Wano.
Nihongo. Wano. This
Wano.
name.
Yeah, actually, if you were being more Indian, it would sound more
Yes,
like a
yes.
V, but this is actually that's how it's supposed to be. It's
But
not.
yeah, anyways.
It's not Vano. I fear
Vanna.
Bueno.
Vano. Yeah, I don't know.
American
Vano is
English.
still wrong. Yeah, it's just Vano because of how it's said in
Wano.
Japanese.
But anyways,
But
yes.
yeah, if you're going to talk about the current this of the Wano arc, and basically it's been pretty hype. I've caught up after the last chapter I read was 1006, and I've been reading since, and I caught up. And like I'm just going to get into spoilers. They're in base, like the proper battle is going on, like the
Yes,
last stage,
yes.
so to say, right?
Yes.
They're facing off Kaido, and other people are facing off like the six. What are they called? The Flying Six.
The Flying Six.
Yeah, they're
correct.
talking. They're
I
facing
forgot
off
the
the
name.
Flying Six, and damn, what a ride! It's. I think it started with like freaking Eustace is destroying. I'm trying to destroy Big Mom pretty
No,
heavily.
I think he's
like, oh my
pretty.
god.
He's doing a pretty good job at it.
Yeah, that's what he's doing a pretty good job.
All
Like
things
first, he's the one who
considered.
dropped her off like the
Yeah, he
Onigashima,
fucking
right?
yeeted her off the island. Yo,
I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, yo, because like if they fall into the ocean below, right? So that's GG for them.
yeah, but some
So-
real ex machinas come into play and they
Yeah.
get saved by like the most wildest shit ever.
Yeah, first and even the second time, I think like when Big Mom is, I think, going for Nami after like her new cloud, like Hera, her new cloud Hera is trying to eat
Yes,
Zeus,
yes.
like at that part. Then fucking this huge magnetic, I don't know if we can even call that an arm, fucking like chomps down and
Pretty
crushes
much.
her. You see that fucking
I
panel?
expected Kid to be very weak after the whole shit he's faced through the whole thing. But
Yeah, I mean,
it
like
looks
he was starved and
he
he
was
was like
pretty much, yeah.
blamed,
But
he
he-
was put to
What
work.
happened to him?
But he had the same fire as Luffy, and he was like, you know what, today is not the day I'm going to fucking lose. And
Dude,
he goes into that war all guns blazing and
taking
fucking
on Big
takes on
Mom
Big
like
Mom.
1v1.
I mean, there's
Yeah,
a reason they're
that
called the
shit's not
worst
easy.
generation, I guess.
Yeah.
No, but see,
So
that's the
Kid
thing,
is-
right? Like, earlier we had this like huge reveal for like Luffy fighting Big Mom. It's like, oh fuck, it's Big Mom. Fuck, we need to like spend the next 5 pages showing, oh fuck, it's Big Mom, and then Luffy's gonna fight him. Are you sure you're ready for this shit? And here we, out of nowhere, Kid just comes out with this big metal fuck off arm and just fucking slaps her with it. Yep. Yeah. Just starts off
like, what
with
the
the fucking bang and like, yo.
Yeah, I mean,
Extreme.
Kid is. The thing is, we didn't see much of him throughout. So like to see him and all, like that makes it really cool, right?
Just
To see him
appear out of
after all
nowhere,
this,
yeah.
right?
yeah, a lot of people do consider Kid to be one of their favorites after the arc, as far
Makes
as I've
sense,
seen
yeah.
at least. Because Kid really got a lot of attention. Like again, as Sid said, this is the first time we're actually seeing what he can do.
Yeah.
So it's
But
really cool
I
to
feel
finally
like
see
there's
him.
That amount of fucking metal is
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
I feel like they've shown that move before, like in earlier arcs as well. They have shown him being very like explosive with his whole fucking metal,
Yeah,
huge
of
metal arm.
course.
But I don't think they've shown it in
wasn't
like such
that
a great
big.
extent in like a fighting
Yeah.
ability. They just show him showing that arm, people is running off in the other direction because who wants to fight that thing?
No,
Guys,
the panel
guys,
was very cool.
guys.
Yeah, it was very cool.
I'm going
What?
to elevate this live stream to the next level. If Kid made armor for himself out of the metal instead of an arm, what would it be called?
Okay, already saw what I was talking about the panel, right?
Come on!
Fucking
I'm going to move to a big version of me here. So if Kid wore metal armor, he would be wearing a full metal jacket.
Oh my god. Fine, give it nice.
Okay, Sid, you can go on. I think everyone just left, but yeah, I'm having fun.
Yes, we lost everyone.
Oh my god. Fine.
But fuck, I forgot.
You're talking about the panel, Sid. You're talking about the panel.
Oh
The
yeah,
panel,
I
the
was
cool
talking about
panel,
how
yeah.
cool the panel looks with like impacts. It's like this top-down shot with like this huge fucking arm coming down, and and like fucking Big Mom's like face smashed like at the bottom, like her whole body.
Yeah,
and
she's
face, like, it
surprisingly
looked
taken
really cool.
down.
Yeah.
Like she's not
Yeah,
even like
properly
unfazed like she
destroyed.
normally. She's
Yeah.
proper taken down.
Yep. And that was.
Hey, but we have seen the Yonko like taken down before.
Yeah, we have.
Before maybe, but then like we've seen
Yeah,
seen
we've
it
seen
being
Big
done
Mom
by
almost like, she got taken down so hard she couldn't remember shit.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
So
basically.
yeah, that did happen.
Although that was more
But-
because of her like own mental issues than it was because of
course,
somebody
yeah.
hitting
Yeah,
her.
Gigantic amnesia, if you will. I don't know.
That shit was cool, and even like the fights with the ninjas and Kanjuro, that shit was
Oh, the
crazy.
Kanjuro thing was like
It was just
real
quite difficult.
heart-wrenching.
Yeah, I was like,
Fucking
even I was
hell.
like, yo, are you Kanjuro or are you like someone else? I too was confused while looking, because like he doesn't even tell us right until you reveal, because even those guys are guessing, even you as a reader is guessing like, yo, who is Kanjuro here? Who the fuck is fighting who?
Pretty much. It was hard to read that one, but I felt genuinely sad for the whole this thing when the
What's
whole
her
big
name?
reveal came.
The one who gets like stabbed. Shit. What's her name? Kiku.
Kiku,
Yeah.
The
Okiku,
ninja.
yeah.
Okiku. Yeah, that was also hard. Yeah, against.
I mean, yeah, there is a good amount of, I don't know about death, but there is a certainly good amount of fatal injuries being caused in the whole arc, and you start to feel a lot for them as well. It does a good job of keeping you very invested in everyone's story.
Yeah, but
No matter
Oda also said that he doesn't like killing characters, so I doubt he's going to like kill
I
a
know,
lot
like,
of them, even
Yeah,
if
we
it's a
don't know
war.
what happened to her yet. Yeah.
Like,
We
let's
are
just
not there
remember
yet.
that aside from the basic cannon fodder in the Marineford war, only 2 figures actually who were important died.
That is true.
Even the
Yeah,
Whitebeard,
that's
like captains didn't die. They were all
What
they're all
if Oda
like,
just goes
Yeah.
full George R.R. Martin and starts killing our fuckers?
No,
and
No,
left,
he
right,
won't
that
do
will
center?
be the
that.
downfall
He
of
won't
One
do
Piece if
that.
that happens.
Yeah. I don't think he'll do that.
Yeah,
No,
I
he's
don't
not
think
gonna-
Okiku is dead, but there was certainly a good amount of injury dealt, and
The only one in Van, like no,
in Wano.
wait, not in Wano. They just mentioned it recently. Pedro, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pedro.
Yeah, they
Oh,
mentioned Pedro. Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. I think he didn't die there as well. I don't know why. I think
Yeah,
he just
I
like
mean, Pedro seems
They're
like a
still
classic Oda
mentioning,
move.
like,
yeah,
but they're
they
like,
don't
you
show
killed
him
Pedro,
die.
fuck you.
They just show an explosion. They don't show him like, because if someone does die, there's like a whole hullabaloo done
Yeah.
around that shit. So we kind of see a whole
Yeah, we
moment
didn't
around
see
it,
any parts of him flying around.
pretty much.
Well,
Who knows? He might have just like been
yeah.
thrown out by the explosion, and he just comes back in the next arc or something.
Didn't
Maybe.
he like literally like suicide bomb?
Okay, so
Technically-
he tried to attempt it because he couldn't. There was no other option. He couldn't escape.
Yeah,
at the
but if
time,
he
then-
attempted it and then there was a big boom afterwards, I'd say he's pretty freaking successful.
Yeah, but there are tons of things that can save him. Like we don't even
like,
know.
Yeah, like what?
Big Mom got saved by.
how do you survive from
Big Mom got
point blank
saved by.
range in front of a
What's his
bomb?
name?
You just said the words Big Mom and got saved. That kind of makes sense, right? It's Big Mom.
I mean, yeah, but then she gets saved by her little Santi Prometheus, and
Yeah.
like Prometheus is being fought is fighting at the same time, and he's like, oh my god, Big Mom is falling. Fuck, I need to go. So maybe there was something that could have saved him. Is all I'm
Yes,
saying.
the cloud that used to follow Pedro around. Yes, and we were like, yes.
I'm just saying.
That's how-
They would have shown something around it. Pedro was a very important character for that arc. He kind of introduces us to the whole.
Yeah, I mean,
Cake
he
Island
was an
arc, so-
important character, but it might just be one of the deaths that. Okay, see,
Maybe.
here's the thing. He said that the something is going to make the Marineford arc look real small, and I don't know if Wano is going to be that arc or if there's actually going to be a giant war immediately after Wano.
Yeah,
That will
I think
probably
it's
be a
after.
giant war.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's after. I don't think it's this one. This one is
This-
cool, but
But
yeah.
are you
it's
kidding me?
not-
They're fighting two Yonko. Like, it's literally the worst generation against the Yonko. It's basically the big names like we saw in Marineford, except
Yeah,
with these
it's-
guys.
But what do you think is
there
going to
can be
happen?
more.
Yeah.
that's the thing. There is
What do you think
potential.
is going to
like, there is
happen
cool
after
stuff
this?
that happened here. Like even like
Hey, I know
the-
what is going to happen after this. Remember that dude leaked the story of One Piece, apparently?
my god.
It's not going to be like that. Like, see, the only thing, the most extreme thing that can happen is everybody comes to that location. Everybody comes to Wano and takes on a whole
Aren't they
new
doing
war.
that basically, though?
Just between the worst generation and two Yonko.
Didn't the Marines also
the
want to
Marines
come
have
there?
have yet to. I'm pretty sure after this big fight that happens, whichever party gets incapacitated is going to be captured by the Marines, and the Marines are then going to fight the weakened winning side now. Because fucking Akainu and the new
I
generals
have
are
no
there.
fucking clue how this is gonna end. Okay, it doesn't like
Yeah, neither do I.
crazy shit is happening now. One thing I wanted to talk about that I saw it. What do you think about the Black Devil Robin upgrade?
Yup, that
guys
was
remember
cool.
that?
Black Devil Robin.
was-
I actually don't remember this surprisingly.
Dude,
I read this.
that was
I read this a
huge.
long while back.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was pretty recent.
No,
That
I
was
read
like
I read the other things today, and I kind of remember that more than the.
She was fighting the spider lady.
Yes.
Oh, was it okay?
And
That
Robin
looks quite
Robin
funny.
basically shows off her devil form.
A new upgrade. There was a flashback of like Sabo telling her about it, right?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe so.
And like I forgot what the move was called, and then she had like this crazy black devil form where like she
Yes.
basically looked like the Reaper, like the female version of the Reaper.
Wow. Oh yeah. Holy shit.
And
I mean,
like whoa, that was fucking crazy.
Everyone-
she crushed this. She did some
holds the
weird
spider
grappling
lady
move with
using her
tons of
body.
legs. Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I don't know how. Like they didn't explain. How, like did they explain or did I miss it? Like what? Do you know anything
I think
about
she
that
just
form?
she just reserved that power. I don't know. Like there was
Is it
never
all
any
haki?
great.
see, here's the thing. Oda intentionally nerfs Robin and Zoro in like every arc in some way. Thankfully, New World, they're getting to show off a little bit of their powers. If you guys
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
both of them were like nerfed in every freaking arc before the gap, you know. They were all Zoro always had an injury. Zoro was always on the
Yeah,
brink
Zoro
of
is
death.
always. Yeah.
That's the only way it was a fair fight for others, apparently.
Maybe.
And
No,
Robin
but
was
even
just
so, like I
But
wouldn't
dude,
say.
Robin, like here we saw her act like they were like in the beginning that lady almost like
Died pretty much.
punching, like using her as a punching bag and burning her and stuff till she switched to like her Reaper form.
Yep.
Which I think is full haki. I would imagine like full armament haki.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
Yeah,
Yes,
pretty
yeah,
much.
because
Also,
it's all
hold
black.
on. Someone on Reddit says, "What's everyone's IPL team? Is Kohli better than Tendulkar?" We don't.
We are
I don't
not
watch
exactly-
IPL. Audi is the only one who watches cricket.
The
Actually,
Mumbai
Yeah, even then I haven't watched it enough.
Maniacs. I don't fucking
the
know.
Mumbai what?
I don't know. I'm just coming up with team names.
Even then, I don't remember. Like I don't exactly know how to make a comparison between the two. So it's barking up the
I used
wrong
to watch
tree.
IPL as a kid, and I don't know.
I don't know what Kohli has done recently, but I would be inclined to say Tendulkar is the goat of cricket.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he's more recognizable, I guess. If it were by terms or like factors of fame, yeah, sure, Tendulkar would.
Yeah,
be
and then he became a sellout, and he's doing a ton of ads,
Yeah.
which sucks. But yeah.
Well,
Who
yeah, it's
doesn't?
a good way to earn money after
Yes.
you retire, right?
Yes, a good way to earn money after he earns a lot of money. Yes.
Yes.
Like,
He's
oof,
bored,
I'm
might
tired
as
of
well earn
earning all
money.
this money doing what I love. Let
Let
me
me
go
get
earn
more
money
money.
doing something I don't love. But yeah,
But
Robin, real cool.
yeah, pretty cool. I like that. And also, you were talking about Zoro being like weak. Like, remember when Zoro was in the cross bandage
Yes.
and Sanji was
Yes.
carrying him, and while fighting, who was it?
Everyone.
Okay, I'm
While
forgetting
fighting
names.
everyone.
No, when he comes out of the bandage in the end to fight, who does he fight? He breaks out of the bandage. What's the guy?
The Jack Queen was it?
Yeah, Queen.
They
He
fight
Queen,
one of the
right?
three, right? Yeah. Jack
He was in the
fights
bandage till he
fights
came
Frankie, if I remember. Frankie Usopp and Nami is being fought by Jack.
And
Zoro
Zoro's
is fighting Queen,
right?
and someone. I think Zoro is fighting King, and Queen is fighting
Was
someone
that
else.
a bait? Because I didn't expect him to break out of that bandage when Sanji was carrying him around like the cross.
It was funny watching him be carried
He
around,
looked like totally
just-
fine. Like he
Huh?
was just chilling.
Yeah, pretty much. He didn't have to do anything for. But
And, oh, bro, before that, fucking there was we were following the fight like all the other fights, Big Mom and you, and suddenly the last panel of I don't know which chapter was just like Luffy falling off like the island, blacked out.
yeah, pretty much. That was, I think, that was when Kaido beat the
Yeah.
ever living ass out of him, and was like, you know what, no, and then kicked him
Yeah,
off
but
the
you
island.
guys, yeah, and then he gets saved, and then Momonosuke asks, I forgot the ninja, the female ninja, asks her like, use your ripe fruit to make me older, and then do you know what happened? Do you guys remember?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, and then he fucking becomes like this 28-year-old like
Yes,
dragon,
yeah.
huge
Yep.
dragon, but still like Momonosuke is still afraid of flying and like closing his eyes and stuff. And
So I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
seen the
tell me.
anime, but in the anime, Kaido is shown as a blue dragon.
oh,
He's
I
a
had no
blue colored
idea.
dragon with a white belly of sorts, and you can see the scar very clearly across it. But Momo is shown as a pink dragon. He's supposed to be
Peach.
the peach dragon.
Momo, right?
yeah,
The Momo is peach. Yeah.
Sim,
So
your
he's-
video seems to be stuck.
Oh well. I don't know what to do. It is stuck.
It is stuck, and it's on the bigger frame. Nice.
That
Well-
didn't help it. Okay, we switched to somebody else on the bigger frame. Audi, it's your time to shine.
Yay!
Yeah, good job. Good job hitting your mic and never mind.
I should be back.
Okay,
Yes,
someone
I'm
on
back.
Reddit says, "What's everyone's favorite Indian food?" I'm going to ignore the previous comment. What's everyone's favorite Indian food?
Oh shit, there are lots that I like.
Yeah.
Damn. It's mostly street food around Mumbai that I like, at least I would say.
Yeah, same.
Uh,
But also, you don't need
But
to
yeah,
ask
there's
us
lots
things
of
just
Indian
because we're Indian. You can also talk
just
about the
because he's
anime
like-
that we're talking
he's like,
about.
Yeah, you guys are talking about One Piece, but you're Indian. What Indian food do you like? What
Yes.
Indian team do you follow?
It's the odd cultural this thing or whatever. What were we talking about?
And
Shit.
then Kaido has that line over there when Momo becomes a dragon. He's like, "Oh, the world needs only one dragon," and
Yeah, the world
and
needs only
Kaido
one
is like,
dragon.
"Oh, you're gonna die, Momo," and everyone else who's reading is like, Kaido gone after this arc. I see. The world only needs one dragon. Bye, bye, Kaido. I guess.
They're gonna
Okay,
repeat that.
but seriously though, don't I have a feeling he needs to kill Kaido. Otherwise, there's going to be no end to the war.
They won't
Yeah,
kill him
because
off. Nothing kills him off. Who kills
See,
him?
yeah,
But
when,
that's the whole
um,
point, right? He nothing kills him, so there has to be some way to stop him.
How? What? He
Yeah,
finds
even Yamato,
Zoro.
by the way, who suddenly showed her abilities.
Yeah.
Yamato,
Yeah.
crazy that shit was. I don't know what she is. Do you know?
I think I felt like
like a
Sulam form in
reindeer.
the
I was
beginning,
like, yeah,
but she's clearly human. She's not a Zoan.
she's
so
not a mink. Yeah.
But Kaido beats the hell out of her as well.
But she says, "I know I'm not going to be able to beat you."
yeah, but she
So-
holds her own though. She holds
She
her own
automatically
pretty
said
fucking
that
well
it's
against Kaido.
impossible to like destroy you. So I'm just gonna try till Luffy comes.
Yeah,
And he came back in time. At that.
it's
And she said she's gonna join his crew, boys. She said she's gonna join his crew.
Hey,
Did
there's
she
going to be
remember?
something like Kaido's
you
going to
remember.
die, and then Yamato will need to stay back in Wano and help Momo or something like that.
Hey, Yamato did say that she was going to actually stay back. Now she
she's
said she
gonna-
wanted to govern the island after.
No, she said
Kaido.
in the fight with Kaido, she said she wants to travel with him.
Oh, did she? Shit,
said she's
I
gonna
glossed
join
over
his
that
crew
part
and
then
travel
because I
with
was
him on
too
the ship.
engrossed in the fucking
Yeah,
art. I was
I
like, "Oh,
remember
no."
that dialogue. I
I
was like,
see, I
damn,
see.
nice.
Nice.
She's not going to join the crew. There's no way Oda would like make it so obvious. He'll probably add someone like freaking Carrot or something.
Well,
I don't know.
seeing how Vivi was supposed to join the crew as well, it might be a similar situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very possible she won't join the crew, but we'll keep it there. It's a 50-50, sure.
I wouldn't
even-
mind Yamato joining the crew. I would like it, but yeah, I don't
I would
think
like
it'll
it.
happen.
Yes,
But
quite
there was some
literal
really.
dragon child.
There were some cool fights also, right? The Jinbei versus who's that guy?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The crocodile
Names
guy. I
are,
remember. I remember him as
I'm
the
terrible
crocodile
with
guy.
names, but yeah, he was
But
called.
he showed his
he's-
full.
Dude, you saw what he said in the beginning. The fruit you were supposed to protect is the one that Luffy ate,
Yep.
and he was trying to.
Oh yeah, there's some huge theory behind it, right?
There was no theory behind it. It was
There was
basically
no-
canon at this point. He was supposed to. He basically had the gum fruit, and Shanks' crew took it, and then Luffy ate it, and he really hates
Jinbei.
Luffy for it.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, yes, Jinbei. Jinbei was guarding the Gomu
I see.
fruit, and Luffy stole it from him because he was like, "You're
So
a
wait.
fish man."
Kaido originally wanted the rubber fruit.
Where did Kaido?
No.
No, I don't think Kaido gave a shit. I think it was just
didn't
like,
didn't this guy get the fruit under Kaido's service, or did he like?
yeah, but
lose
if
the
you're,
fruit
if you're
before?
one of the biggest pirate crews in the world, would you just be like, "Huh, devil fruit? Yes, that exists."
And
Bye.
he was also Shichibukai that time.
Oh yeah.
So-
Maybe.
Basically, you get your hands on a devil fruit, you keep it with you forever.
Yeah, you keep it
I
safe.
suppose,
Yeah.
They showed in a more common like now. I keep forgetting that it is a very
Hey, if I
rare
was in the One
commodity.
Piece world, a weak ass person, I got a devil fruit. I would sell it for a ton of berries. I wouldn't
Would
eat
you?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
much easier. That's the
Why?
best thing
Because
to do.
because
Why
if you
would you eat it?
if you have a devil fruit and you become infamous for it, you're freaking dead.
Yeah. Dude, you saw the shit that happened with the fire with Sabo and like the what was it, the fire fruit?
Yeah. Ace's fruit,
that shit.
basically.
Yeah, Ace's fruit.
You can
yeah.
still have powers and not be a dick about it, you know. You can still have powers and be like, okay, I'm
It's not
cool.
about being
I'm
a dick
not going
about
to use.
somebody is going to hate you for it, and somebody is going to try to either kill you and take the fruit, like
Yeah, but it's not like
Caesar
eating a
Clown does
devil
very
fruit is
often.
going to make sure you're going to be on the path to villainy or some shit. You can just be nice
Yeah,
about
are
it.
you
can
saying
just,
nobody wants to kill the Straw Hats just for their devil fruits?
aside from Blackbeard, I don't think so. No.
Wait, so what would you do after eating the fruit, Audi? Like, we would be rich as shit, chilling in like billions of berries. What would you be doing with your?
We'd buy our own island on the Grand Line to just enjoy the freakish weather.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe
What
there
do
might
you
be
do?
some
And
benefit
you'll
to
be
it,
standing
depending
there
on the
poor
fruit.
as shit with people coming to
Yeah.
punch the hell out of you. And you're like, hey, go, no. And you'll die.
Gomu, 20 rupees per punch. I am punching back.
Maybe. Who knows?
My God.
Depending on the fruit.
What? Okay,
I
what
think
fruit?
Audi was just like, ooh, superpower, cool. I want.
Yeah, I want superpower. Why not?
Yeah,
It's
but what
fun
if you
that
get
way.
like a shitty superpower?
Yes,
What if you
our
get the
superpower
fat
is being
fruit or
rich.
something?
That's
What is the
a superpower.
fat fruit supposed to
It
be?
just keeps you farting all the time.
I see.
Yeah,
You can't even
it's
control
Really?
it in
You
any way.
expected me to have a genuine answer for that when I just randomly said fat fruit.
Uh-huh.
My God.
Maybe you can like concoct like some crazy poisonous, some noxious fumes and
My
like
God.
poison people.
I feel like that's Magellan, you know, he basically does the same thing.
Yeah, basically, but he doesn't fart it out.
Control
he,
9
Or probably
also
can, he
talks
probably
about
can.
he talks about going to the bathroom.
Yeah. So if his farts are probably like pretty
Pretty
Killer.
freaking toxic.
Yeah.
Control
But-
9 on Twitch says you underestimate the power of Shonen. Kaido will become Nakama. Very
My
unlikely.
God, Kaido will become Nakama.
No,
Yes.
I don't want Kaido to become Nakama. Kaido is no fun. Like, come on. If
What
I
if
wanted
he
to see a
becomes fun?
guy who wants to kill himself all the time, I'd look in a mirror.
Yes,
That
self-burn.
was a good joke. Better than the previous one. I'll give it to you.
No, Full Metal Jacket. It's the best shit ever.
But the
It
joke
had its
was.
build up, yes, but anyways, moving on.
Yes.
But a lot of shit happened. Pretty cool. And
Where do you think it's going to go, though? I think
I
that's
have
the
no clue, dude. I
million
cannot
dollar
even
question.
imagine where it'll go.
I think the
Like,
Marines
I
are
have no
coming. I
fucking
think the
clue.
Marines know that this shit is happening.
Who
They've
from the
certainly
Marines are coming?
Kizaru at the very least. Someone they did show a panel where Kizaru gets an interception about Kaido and Big Mom meeting together for this alliance of sorts.
Of course.
Even they didn't know what it was, but they assumed, if those two are meeting, is bound to be an alliance, because those two, it was apparently global news that Kaido and Big Mom left on very bad terms, and the fact that those two were meeting means that something big is going to happen. So at the very least, it's confirmed that the Marines are keeping an eye on it, and Kizaru is a very big part of it.
No, I don't
know
think
how-
this is going to be like the previous time we saw Kizaru, where he just comes and like one-shots everybody. This time he's actually going to fight
everyone's
properly.
actually pretty fucking strong. But Kizaru is still very strong at the end of the day. He still holds the power of light. He can run around like a fucker if he wants to.
The last time we saw him was on Zou, right?
Not on Zou?
Zoe, he doesn't come to Zoe.
Not on Zou. The
Oh, then
Shaman.
where was he fighting the minks?
Huh?
Didn't Kizaru fight the minks on Zou the last
I
time?
do not remember this.
Did I forget this?
Hold on 1 second. I need
Yeah,
to
I fucking
recall this
remember
shit.
this shit.
What the fuck? Kizaru versus.
Did that happen or did I imagine it?
I think I'm not entirely sure.
I do not remember Kizaru fighting the minks.
Or was it somewhere else? When did Kizaru last come?
I remember Kizaru was just him chilling by Akaino's side, being like, "Yo, you want me to go over to Wano and like screw them over?" And that's it.
They actually don't show him that. They just show him with apparently a new Shichibukai called Edward Weeble. Oh, he's supposed to
What do
be
you mean
the
called Edward Weeble? He's supposedly
he-
Whitebeard's son.
Oh, yeah,
Whitebeard's
he's
son.
there
Yeah,
in the
I forgot
Zoar.
about him. Yeah, he is there in the Zoar, but for like one mention. I thought you were saying he's like fighting zones or some shit. What the fuck?
Then where the fuck did I...
Probably the Marine Fort War.
Sid, your dreams are very imaginative. Let me just say
Yes,
that.
Was it in the... Oh no, Kizaru was in the film Z. I think I remember him
in
fighting
the
in the
Z
film Z
film,
that
yeah,
I
he
saw.
shows
Yeah,
up. He's a
because I
very
did
main
watch
part
that
of it,
film.
yeah.
I think I mixed both.
Yeah, maybe.
And somehow you got the minks.
I don't know where. I think that time I was reading the Zo arc of the manga and I saw the film.
I see.
So
I
in my
see.
head, I like somehow the memory must have matched up.
You know what?
But
That
yeah.
sounds exactly like you. I'm not even surprised.
Yes.
But see, like now we are seeing zones take part in the fight as well. We are seeing all these Sulong farms coming out. So there's a very good chance that Zo itself will play a very huge role in taking Luffy's side. Luffy also has his own grand fleet. They probably come to his assistance, even if Luffy didn't ask for it. There is going to be some huge party entering after this war, after this big fight that's currently happening. Either it's going to be the Marines or it's going to be highly unlikely, but it's going to be Shanks. He's going to come and look in on the scene.
The fact that we still don't know shit about Shanks after all this time is just like frustrating.
He's there. He's on an island somewhere, but he knows that shit is happening.
He's a cool boy named Shanks. That's enough.
That's enough.
You're telling me you're happy not knowing anything about Shanks.
Yeah, it kind of makes him cool not knowing stuff about him, you know.
That is true. It's fine. I didn't need to know too much about Shanks. He's certainly not the main focus. And when his time does come by, it'll be very, very cool to see him in action as well, whatever that may be.
Whatever that may be.
And we've not gotten too much news on Blackbeard either, who's also a very active this thing in the whole warring side of stuff. He certainly wouldn't mind getting.
Yeah, but you do realize Blackbeard joined the manga like halfway through, and Shanks has been there from the literal start.
I know, but then I wouldn't say halfway through, but sure.
It was around halfway through. It was right before Marineford. That's when Blackbeard was introduced.
Blackbeard was introduced before Skypiea, if you remember.
Yeah, but that's half.
Yes, only 3 arcs until we reached the
Okay, all we knew that he was this fat guy named Blackbeard. We didn't know anything about him at the time. Like how
he was certainly introduced then.
Yeah, but that was barely an introduction.
He gave a speech that time, right?
Yeah, he just gave a speech and they're like, "Oh, that's a cool character." And then later, Ace goes and fights Blackbeard. That's when you know. That's when you know that it's actually he's a real big problem, and that's when you're introduced to his character, his personality.
Maybe.
But yeah, let's see. We'll keep reading. I'll stop again and let chapters catch up till I buy the other volume. You know,
it's also 100 volumes, One Piece.
100
volumes each. So each have sold for like over $1 million, right? Yeah, $1 million, no, $1 million copies.
Million copies.
Way more than $1 million, probably. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean,
One Piece. That's One Piece for
that Oda is like so insanely rich at this point.
Oda is now Jeff Bezos of manga.
The manga is selling so much, the anime is selling so much, there are movies, there's merchandise, and there's like everything related to One Piece is just insanely popular, and it sells so freaking much. Like I have One Piece figurines. I'm in India, and all the way the Oda's in Japan, and he's getting like a shit ton of cash through it. Yes, but you never show yours, so I don't even count yours as One Piece figurines.
Hey, Sid isn't showing his either. I don't know.
You can see Sid's. It's actually just cut off a little bit, but it's there.
Yeah, my One Piece figurines are there. It's just they're not. Hey, I, since you talked, I was actually looking up the richest mangaka in the world, and of course, it is Oda.
Yeah,
he is the richest mangaka in the world.
Makes
sense.
sense.
He has the most endorsements. He has the most products. He has the most
everything.
This is
exposure in the manga world.
Yeah, it's not like in 2019 there was an article saying he has 220 million, but of course it's not true. We'll never like know. He may have more, but I was seeing rankings of like the richest mangaka. And first is Oda, second is apparently Akira Toriyama, which makes sense. Of course, there's a lot of Dragon Ball Z shit, like it's been going on for years. Third is Gosho Aoyama, behind the guy behind Conan, Detective Conan, which makes sense too. That's been going on for years. Sense, The fourth one is Isayama.
My God,
makes sense.
Attack on Titan.
He kind of rode the hype wave pretty much.
Yes.
I'm surprised. Isn't like Takeshi Obata and this guy, these two guys there? Aren't they? They're in the top.
Fifth is Togashi, the guy who did Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Sixth is Kishimoto. Seventh is Araki, the JoJo mangaka. 8 is Yoshiki Takahashi, Captain Tsubasa. Holy shit, I didn't know that. Yeah, as a kid, I really loved Tsubasa, but I didn't know that was so popular. 9 is Baki Itagaki, the guy made Baki, and 10 is George Morikawa.
Hey, George Morikawa. Ippo is insanely popular. I am not surprised at all.
And this is an article from Feb 2020.
Yeah, Ippo is.
It's not even old.
Hajime no Ippo, guys. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It is one of the best things ever. I love it.
Yes.
Oh wait.
Favorite manga.
Real fun. Good sports.
But I don't know.
manga,
I
good
didn't
game.
expect Captain Tsubasa to be here out of all. Like that's crazy.
It's a very
that was
popular
maybe
anime.
that was really was it
Yeah.
really popular?
Dude, I remember this shit. I
In
remember
Japan,
watching it
of
in
course,
Animax.
but
yeah.
like outside, I'm not. Yeah, even I loved. Even I used to watch it like religiously on
I
Animax.
imagine
as a
if
kid.
something gets enough exposure to actually be aired outside of Japan, it's pretty fucking popular. Like as
Yeah,
common
probably.
fodder content, it has to be really popular in Japan to be doing that. And
Yeah,
like Doraemon, Shinchan, Captain Tsubasa was also one of them.
But yeah, basically Oda
But-
is the best. One
Yeah, but
Piece
we don't know about
fanboys in the house.
Obata because not all mangakas.
Information are revealed.
Yeah, they give out how much they earn. So maybe he is really fucking rich.
But
Who knows?
I don't think like somebody just called up Oda and they were like mushi, how much you earn, please? I'm pretty sure they
I'm
did
pretty
like
sure
a
we can
guesstimate
just-
or
Yeah.
something.
I'm pretty sure Shueisha has like
No, but
records or
like someone
something.
like Obata and Oba, they're like way more private than Oda, right? Oda like comes on news interviews. He knows a lot of the celebrities and this in Japan.
Doesn't
like
he like
people always
that?
talking
What's
about
the
him.
show? What's the Japanese show? The
Terrace House.
Terrace
Yeah, he loves
House,
Terrace
yes,
House.
he loves
Yeah,
Terrace House.
he follows that like religiously apparently.
Yeah, it's so weird because I really expected like I thought his favorite show would be like something else, something which because he has like so much knowledge from all around the world. I thought he was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
really into more Western stuff as well to understand more of it. And he's like Terrace House best. Excuse me, what happens in next episode? Please
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
me.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I used to watch it to practice Japanese.
Yeah, I mean Terrace House is much better than Big Boss or whatever.
Oh, it is. That shit is. I actually could watch
What is
it.
it called in Western countries? Big Brother?
Big Brother.
Big Brother,
Yeah.
yeah. The Indian.
The Indians
Big
call it
ass
Big
trash.
Boss.
Yes. I can never get into shit like that. But yeah, Terrace House was chill. It helped me understand. I just used to switch off subtitles and play and try to understand what they
Yeah,
were
but
saying.
in Terrace House, like people just used to leave whenever they were like satisfied with what they wanted. It
Yeah,
wasn't
when
like
they
a
were-
thing they had
yeah.
to stay there and they had to get eliminated. They were just like,
And
yeah,
the thing
I'm
is,
chilling.
the fights, like first of all, there were no fights because
Yeah.
like they're such nice people, like caring about each other,
Yeah.
giving each other space.
Civil.
And even if they were fights, they were like such nice fights that just like settled down in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, they, not like our shit. Like wasn't that
Dude.
how dare you slap guy? Wasn't that from Big Boss?
I
Was
don't
it?
know
No,
anything.
that was
I don't know
another
anything about Big Boss.
one of the
Yeah.
dance shows.
But
Oh.
apparently in Terrace House, like later on after the shit happened, they did say that the producers did edge them on to do more.
Makes
I see.
sense.
Like there are rumors out there, but the cast is not allowed to say anything.
Of
I
course,
guess.
like I'm pretty sure you sign an ironclad
Contract,
NDA.
yeah.
You're like nothing to be said about this at all.
Yeah.
Is it like what was that? I hate that show in India. What is it? Roadies, I think. With
Oh yeah,
bald
Roadies.
guys.
Oh my
Hell,
fucking
Roadies.
god,
So
that's
they-
such a pain to fucking watch.
So
Yeah, I've never
I
seen it, but
heard
it's
that
painful.
People, the contestants who go for roadies, have to sign a contract that basically says that they will be shouted at, they will be
They'll be
insulted
bullied,
and
yeah,
all
like
that, and they have to
fucking
take
crazy.
everything and they can't fight
I've
back.
seen some interviews and it's I don't know how that's entertaining to people. Those interviews, I guess people just
I
like
think-
seeing people
Yeah,
getting
like in India,
made fun
anyways,
of and,
people
like-
want to see such rowdy action. If you will, they don't see they don't want the gun violence. They just want people shouting at each other.
Yeah,
Because-
do fucking push-ups or what do you do? Dance for us, like shit like that. Just ordering the
Yeah, pretty
people
much
around.
it's like
I've seen a
demeaning,
few
basically. I don't know.
interviews,
why.
They
People
just
love
insult
watching
them.
that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have insulted you enough and you have survived. Go on to the next round. You are
And that's
you
the
have
thing,
grown
right?
a lot. Wow, you have really progressed since what you were after taking all our shit.
Yes, you
And-
were a piece of shit before, and now you're an even bigger piece of shit. Yay.
Yes.
That's the
That's
thing.
how you
The
improve
guys,
people by fucking insulting their asses.
the guys behind it are supposed to be very generally normal people. They're not like
They're not
assholes.
normal.
even in-
I don't know anything about them.
I actually, I think my sister knew someone who knew them. So basically, she knew them indirectly, and she actually met them, and she said
You
they
see.
were pretty much assholes in real life as well.
that makes sense. Okay. Projection. Why not?
But yeah.
It's just that these guys just want to be on TV, the other contestants. So yeah, we'll take shit from you. We want to be a roadie, I guess.
Like fucking, what is the other one? Fear Factor. That's like a better thing. At the very least, you're getting to
Fear
do
Factor
something
was fun. Yeah, that was fun.
As Indian as it gets, like fucking, you have to deal with the whole Bollywood bullshit, but then it's still Fear Factor. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Roadies, you just go there to get shouted upon. Like, why the fuck would you do that? You ask your parents; they do it for free.
Exactly.
Roadies getting too real now.
Roadies getting too real.
My God.
Odie, you could really relate to roadies, huh?
I never watched it. I couldn't watch WWE or roadies because they were too violent.
I see.
Yeah, I too was stopped from watching WWE. That I remember those days.
I too, but I still did watch it, I think, yeah.
Back then, WWF.
The cousin sister who was into archery tried to help me watch WWE.
Oh, okay.
She was like, she goes up to my dad. She's like, I really want to watch this show. Can you watch it? And my dad's like, no. I told that idiot not to watch it either. Screw that guy.
Wow.
And a little kid me was like, no, I want to see Kurt Angle beat up Kane.
I remember those names, yes.
Yeah, I do remember those names.
Kurt Angle
we had
was
the
number one
trading
at the time.
cards also.
Yes. My school had an odd business about them, but yes.
Dude, Kane was the guy who used to like choke.
The fucking
lift
mask
you up
guy,
and
the
drop
red
your
mask
ass.
with the
Yeah,
long
yeah,
hair.
and there was
yeah.
Was it called the
freaking-
choke slam?
There was
Yeah,
this
the
freaking
choke slam.
rumor that, I actually believed this because I was too dumb as a kid. There's a rumor that if you removed Kane's mask, it would like tear off his face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
that,
Don't
yeah.
I was like,
We all fell for that.
damn, that guy metal, holy shit. And then I grew up, I was like,
Yeah,
it's a
it was
mask, it's a
fun as
freaking
kids.
mask.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
See, as a kid, it's just cool for you because you don't realize all that. You're like, damn, it's cool. They're fighting each other. Even like Undertaker and stuff. I used to be really scared when he used to come. I remember as a kid,
Yeah,
like,
he was
wow,
cool. He
this
was fun.
guy.
Yeah.
I used to think that he like lives in a coffin under the ground. He just comes out whenever he has to
Well,
fight.
you can't blame them. The production value was just like that. You kind of see him jump out of coffins every now and then. You're like, fuck, he actually sleeps in a coffin. Goddamn.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you do that a certain number of times, people do remember you for that.
Who was the?
They even had a segment where they show Kane and Undertaker. Like Undertaker will fucking phase into reality. Like the lights will go out, he'll come back in like magic, and then Kane will like tear the stadium apart and pull people in and shit like that. It's like pulling him to hell and shit.
One sec, Tolong DM from Reddit, hi, thanks for joining, says, can I spoil One Piece latest chapter for you?
We already did
I don't
it.
mind spoilers, but these two do. No, he might be talking about
Reddit.
the next week
126.
this thing.
Oh, okay, no,
This
no,
means
no.
a break this week, or was it last week?
1026, sorry.
Yeah. So these guys don't like spoilers, so please don't spoil it for them. But you can message me on this account and tell me, and we can discuss it, because I'm usually active on the One Piece subreddit as well, where I talk about random stuff there and then get ignored. But mostly I add on to other people's theories. I'm like, yes, that makes sense, and I never actually come up with my own theories, because when I type out the basic theory, it's already been done to death, and I'm like, I suck.
Well,
But yeah, I too follow the totally legitimate sources where spoilers come by. Yes.
speaking of do you guys remember this wrestler called Rikishi Fatu?
Oh my god,
yeah,
yes.
fucking hell, yes.
Like there were rumors about his special. Like he used to like basically like
Sit on them.
Sits
Sit
on
in
your
the
face,
face,
right?
yes.
Yeah, that's what he used to do, right?
He actually did that. There are
Was
pictures
he
of him
actually
doing
used to
that.
Wasn't
do
the
that.
rumor that he would go to the toilet and not wash it up or something?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You not
Oh my
wash his ass and
God.
you,
Oh,
that's what the rumor was among
What?
kids. Yeah, I
Damn
remember
it.
my friends used to talk about that. Yeah.
I mean, regardless, right? Regardless, one way or the other, it's still well.
And there was also the big show. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
my
Big Show.
god, dude.
He's now the normal show now. He apparently thinned down a lot.
But he wasn't
Yeah.
big, he wasn't called Big Show because he was thin. It's because he was towering over everybody else.
That is true. He is like 7 feet
Yeah, he
tall.
was like
Something.
freaking huge, dude.
But even an Indian wrestler is there. What's his name?
Khali,
Khali,
yeah, he
yeah,
was
the
there.
great Khali,
Yeah.
He
was
there
apparently
for,
taller than the Big Show. Like, how the fuck that works is beyond.
he was there for a cement ad in India about how even he couldn't break down the house.
pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, oh look, I broke this house, but then when he used this cement, it was
You don't
impossible to break. I was like, God
I think
damn
I
it.
remember what you're talking
Indian
about.
Indian
Yes, it
ads
was a
have
while
got
ago.
the fucking dogs.
Some ultra cement something.
Yeah,
But yeah, that shit was the WWE. I was in Pune when I used to watch that stuff, so I wasn't even in Mumbai that time.
Yeah. But my God, yeah. I think WWE was like when we were like proper kids and didn't understand that all of it was acted out. And then as we grew up, we're like, you fuckers tricked the hell out of me all through my childhood.
Yeah, I did feel that, but now I still think it's cool because I still see it like as it's still difficult to act something out.
Yeah, but actually, the thing is, like, as a kid, when you realize that it's acting, you feel betrayed. You're like,
yeah, as a kid, I did feel betrayed. Yeah,
I thought you guys were actually fighting.
Yeah.
But there is a good amount of commitment. I'm genuinely impressed by how the shit they go through in order to like sell the fucking act.
And many times they do actually get injured, because they do crazy stuff like throwing you on tables, hitting you with chairs, like their backs and shit, dropping on your backs. Like it is still difficult.
There's a whole meme on Reddit. What is it? The Undertaker threw someone off Hell in a Cell from like 20 feet above.
Yes, the Hell in
and
the
that
Cell
actually
one,
fucking happened. If you see clips of it, they legit throw each other off 20 feet high onto a fucking table. Like who the fuck would think of doing
table is
that?
actually made of sponge.
The table, like the fucking 5 centimeter thin table, yes.
Dude, there was a cool. Did you guys hear about the TV show? Do you know what it's called? Glow.
Glow.
Yeah, it's a really
Glee.
cool show. No, we're not talking about Glee. Glow. It's really cool. It's about like this. It's about like this women's wrestling team in the US, I think.
Okay.
I think it's based on a real story. Alison Brie stars in it.
Okay. No wonder you know about it, you fanboy.
It's not a fanboy. It's just a cool show. Mark Maron also pretty cool. He was like their coach. So it was actually a pretty cool show. I did enjoy watching it. They showed a lot of like the ins and outs of wrestling and all. It was pretty nice.
Okay, nice.
Views of how they make up scripts, who wins, the battles that come up with, like, who's gonna win in that match. Because like, they're planning the storyline beforehand, right, of how the whole action scene is going to go.
It's a whole script behind it.
And like basically the wrestlers, like it's difficult because you have to like be like, I'll let you win, like I'll let the audience like you more than me. So that's kind of difficult. So they get into lots of battles deciding who's gonna actually win the battle that day.
I don't know if this is like confirmed or not, but there is supposed to be this very like there's this thing that certain wrestlers do. It's like you hold a razor in between your palms or in your hair or some shit, and in order to like simulate like proper damage, they just like take a punch, fall down, take that razor and just cut themselves a little bit and put it back in.
I don't know about that.
There, Mickey Rourke, one of his movies, they show that. I remember this.
Oh.
Are you sure it wasn't just like some fake thing?
No.
It's not like a WhatsApp fact.
Yeah. No, they actually show that in the movie. I remember this.
I see.
Okay.
I imagine.
Holy shit! It is something. It's called blading.
Blading there.
It's
Of
professional
course,
wrestling.
blading. That's what people in India do. They take a razor, cut your pocket, steal your shit, and run away.
That has been done to me, by
Maybe,
the
yes.
way.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I have experienced that live while climbing a bus. He cut my pocket to get my wallet, but my wallet was in the other pocket. But I was sitting in the bus with torn pants.
My God. One guy did that to a friend of mine, except his wallet didn't have money because he was like really struggling at that point, and it had all his identification. So he was like, shit, I wish I lost money and not this.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I think it's not even like the matter of like losing identification because it has your identification. I think it's like the process of getting it back, which is going to be more strenuous.
Yeah, getting everything new, it's very annoying.
Pretty.
But yes,
Wrestling used to be cool.
We
cool,
went
but I
off
don't
on a
watch
complete
it. Yeah.
tangent. So this...
Where
We have no one
One
watching on
Piece?
YouTube.
Yes.
No one watching on YouTube. Everyone's gone.
I see.
But anyways, it was fun. I liked it. It was fun.
Nice.
Good episode.
Yeah, it was.
We have 12 watches on Reddit if that's anything. But yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it's back to the old days where it's just us having fun.
Control 9K on Twitch is like it feels like Santa isn't real. Well, sorry to burst that bubble for you.
Hey. Okay, so here's the thing. In India, we don't really have the notion of Santa, right? So for me, Santa was always like this. Oh, it's that dude dressed up as another dude.
Yeah, I used to believe in Santa as a kid.
Me too.
Reddit user Fluffy Charges, welcome to the stream, asks, want to hear a joke? Sure, as long as you aren't being like racist or toxic in any way. We love jokes. Have you heard my joke? What if the main person from Black Clover started a boxing series?
Yeah,
Then
already
it would
have
be
done that. I have
Asta
work
no
to do.
Joe.
They have
I got
work to
back
do.
the
Fluffy
whole
Charges,
joke.
what is your joke?
But yeah, anyway, while Fluffy Charges is asking, telling us the joke, we
That
didn't.
is the joke. He's not going to give you a joke. He's going to keep you waiting.
Yeah.
I think he died hearing your joke.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's this thing in my school, okay, in Chennai. So what would happen is around Christmas time, it wasn't on a specific date. There would be a huge celebration in the school. So weirdly, our school was basically just the most famous religion in this country, but they would do a Christmas special, and we had our music teacher who would teach us like Beatles songs in the off time of school, and he would handle a Christmas choir and all that. And basically by the end of it, you would have an entire choir singing. You would have kids acting out everything that they want to in the play. We had like the We Three Kings, that song. We had all kinds of Christmas carols. And I actually went for one of those. He's really strict. He used to kick you out if you're a couple of minutes late. But the thing is, one person used to dress up as Santa every time and jump on stage. And we had the founder of the school basically, who used to go on a little dance, even though she was like 85 or something at that time. So she used to have a little dance with Santa, and Santa's pants fell down in one of the celebrations. And Santa was like running around trying to figure out how to get his pants up right, and then went on to dance with the founder of the school.
That's traumatic for the kids.
Yeah, so the thing is, Santa never seemed like a real person to me, because usually I either knew of the person who was acting as Santa because same school, or I saw him without his pants, which sounds very bad
pretty
out
much
of
destroys
context.
the image
Yeah.
of Santa. Yes, for sure. No, I think I don't remember. I went to a pretty full Catholic school, as you know.
did.
Like I had a hymn book and shit, you know. Like every morning they made us sing about Jesus.
Yep.
But but we didn't have Santa come in during Christmas. I guess because they had like the Jesus version of Christmas, you know. So they were like, no Santa, it's Jesus'
see.
birthday.
Interesting.
Yes, it's Jesus' birthday. Who's Santa?
He gets the spotlight, not Santa.
They were that side of, so maybe that's why I didn't come across Santa.
Maybe. Also, Fluffy Charges never said the joke. I feel betrayed again.
That was the joke. I told you. You fell for it.
I believed
He
in
just
Santa,
keeps
but
you
I always
waiting.
knew that someone was always behind Santa.
I realized
I
later
always
on,
felt
of
like that
course.
weird imposter feeling, like,
Yeah.
the fuckers doing this shit. Fuck you. No. Not falling for this, no. But
Yeah.
I always thought there was a...
Santa wouldn't give me shit. He'd just be like, oh, Merry Christmas, then walk his merry way. Like, how about you give me a gift, Santa? How about
I know,
that?
right?
Huh?
He's just there for like show and
You know,
tell.
when I realized really young also that Santa wasn't real, like, and the time I realized it when I started getting gifts that I didn't want. I
My
was like,
God.
fuck this shit, he's not real. He's not giving me what I want.
That makes sense. I guess logic checks out.
Yeah. That's when I lost my this in Santa.
Well said.
Like,
Santa
ask you
can't
for shit
afford a
and you're
Game
giving me
Boy
random
Advance for
stuff.
everyone, you know.
Who
Yes.
knows?
Yo, I'm
If
asking for
Santa
this
had to
shit.
give a Game Boy Advance to everyone, he'd basically be running one of those Chinese factories which employs kids. And I don't
Yes.
think that's how you
Well,
want to
he
get
does
your
have
Christmas
elves in a
gift.
factory, so...
Elves, okay, they're called elves.
They're called elves.
I don't think the elves are enough.
I don't think the elves are elves either, but yes, you know.
Damn, is Santa
Okay, extra
with
fine
an elves
noise
factory
said-
and euphemism for Chinese factories?
What is was wow Wonder World?
Extra fine noir, I think you're having a stroke. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, can we exploit this comment for Reddit karma?
I don't know how do you do that?
I had a stroke. /I had a stroke. Easy.
I see, like that. Yes, we can do it. It is Reddit after all. It is legal.
That is true. But yeah, okay, we can wind this down now. We've been talking about random shit for too long, even though
Yes.
soon we're going to be spilling our guts about our childhoods, and already showing off an AC remote.
Because I never
Audi,
switched it
don't
on
tell
apparently.
them. Audi, sign off wealth, I guess.
Sign off what?
AC remote.
What do you mean sign off?
God.
You totally can't see the AC behind me.
Yeah, you actually can't
See.
see if it's cut off. Oh no, it's
Okay,
not cut off
good.
fully, but you can nobody
Almost,
gives a shit.
almost.
That's not an AC, it's just a cardboard cutout
Yeah.
to show that I
Even
have.
though it is marble, but yes.
Yes, but okay, that's it for this week. We were not prepared very well for this, so apologies for those who got
It was still
debated by the
fun.
title.
I enjoyed this episode.
Welcome to
the-
Weeb101 Deep Dives, our childhood. Yes.
Yeah, the stuff we prepared ahead of time was like just not there, and we just spent our time talking about my dad dying with a cat biting his arm and our
Maybe we
childhoods.
should just do that on Wednesdays,
I
Maybe
know,
do an
right?
anime. Let's
Daily
do that
updates
then.
and random topics.
I'm done talking to these weebs, dude. Let's talk about normal shit.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for joining us. Sorry
you.
for any extreme issues. And we shall be back on Saturday to actually talk about specific anime and manga. So, see ya.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
I
Bye.
have a lot to stop. I
Bye.
have a lot to stop.